The HBL Pakistan Super League 10 kicked off in style yesterday. And the entertainment continued once the opening match got underway. Reigning champions Islamabad United were dominant with the ball before making light work of the run chase.
Oh, ball in, what a yorker, what a result. It's outstanding stuff. That one is out of the middle of the bat and out of the park. And there's the victory. A fine performance from Islamabad United.
This afternoon, we have two teams who have both reached the playoffs last season but failed to make the final. Can they go one better in HBL PSL Season 10 and claim the silverware?
Welcome, welcome to perfection in Pindi. A great start to the tournament yesterday. A wonderful opening ceremony and then a slam dunk performance from Islamabad United. Two big names leading their teams today, Peshawar Zalmi and Quetta Gladiators, going at it at this famous place, a place for batsmen. Incidentally, Dominic Cork and I did the pitch report a bit earlier. There's no doubt that this looks like another good batting surface. The crowd are filtering in, nothing like last night as yet, but two different teams in makeup, I think two in culture actually than yesterday, and we're very excited to be here. A lovely, warm, sunny day, and all is ready for the quality of player that adorns the tournament, a tournament that is now in its 10th season. What a performance. HBL PSL has rung true for the Pakistan audience in particular, a tournament unashamedly showing the best of the country and its cricketers. There they go. That's a frustration, isn't it? You get playoffs 4 out of the last 5 years, just the one win, and you know, in the end that's frustrating, and they want to put that right. And then you look at Quetta Gladiators and you really think that they've underperformed again. So I think there's two teams here that with a real opportunity this season. A lot of talent, quite a bit changes a bit in the way they're going to go about their cricket, certainly for Quetta Gladiators, with much more attacking power at the top of the order. But anyway, it's a fascination always at the start of the tournament to see how teams roll out. Islamabad looked highly efficient and professional yesterday. There's the pitch, Dominic Cork alongside me. Go for it.
Well, the same pitch as we used yesterday, Mark. It says pitch number 2. It did look a little bit dry yesterday and maybe played not as well as we saw last year, but it's still a good pitch, flat pitch. Try and put runs on the board if you're batting first and try and defend it. But like we've seen throughout this competition and the previous years, whoever wins the toss looks to bowl first.
Yep. Primarily because the thing is a difficult ground to defend. You won't have any dew issues. We had last night quite a lot of dew. There's the Quetta Gladiators team. I say the top of the order. Have a look at this. Finn Allen, he is a blaster. I got to tell you that. Nawaz, Kusal Mendes, Riley Russo. I mean, these guys really hit the ball. Shad Malik, proving ageism is not alive here in Pakistan. Carl Jameson starting out, the Kiwi, who's a really good all-round cricketer. Big tall man he is, given his cap today, towered above the rest of his team.
Yeah, and you look at that team, and you look at the first two names, the big picture of the captain and Saim Ayub, who have got the best partnership in HBL Pakistan Super League, most or equal hundreds partnerships as well. They're a good quality side. Kola Cadmore is a dangerous player in that middle order. Keep an eye out for Mohammed Ali, who made the move from the Multan Sultans. The pace of him, Alzari Joseph, and then the mystery spin of Muqim. So it should be a fascinating contest.
Two good quicks there, huh? Proper pace. I'm watching both of them warm up. Nice wheels, as they say in the game. Much warmer. It was quite a cool evening yesterday, much more typical, I'd say, of Pakistan conditions. Gentle, a zephyr we call it, of a breeze across the ground. not a very easy game to pick this. I tell you what is exciting though. We saw Viv Richards earlier.
Wow. I saw two legends this morning in my eyes. One obviously no bigger than Viv Richards, but Inzamam ul Haq, and both of them look fit and ready to play. I mean, I haven't seen either of them look as fit as that. You could just imagine in this stadium them both strapped up, pads on, get out there and entertain.
And so contrasting too in their styles. Viv, such a powerful ball striker, such a dominant personality, and Inzi almost appearing to be introverted and made no fuss about whipping you to the leg side boundary at all, did he?
And did that quite easily at my pace, I can tell you. My best delivery, he just worked through the leg side.
Modesty doesn't become you, it is.
I tell you one thing that I think we've missed out is the fact that obviously the weather. Look at this, hot conditions, we know it's humid, and in some ways, Mark, I think that takes the toss completely out of it because it's a day game. I cannot see this pitch changing too much. And I know that obviously with a little bit of dew at night it may help the ball skid on, hence why chasing it has been easier here. I think this just brings it back to even Stevens, and it's the best team on the day or in the afternoon that wins.
Two umpires, Hassan Raja and Rashid Riaz, who was the television umpire yesterday, and then Chris Brown is today's television umpire. Rashid, he made one really good decision actually yesterday, and they picked up the ball. Yeah,
no Rocket Man today, Mark. We saw the Rocket Man deliver the ball to you with the two captains. Chris Brown, who is the TV umpire, so entertainment with the Rocket Man delivery of the ball, not today. A little bit more sedate. It's Saturday, of course.
Well, anybody who wasn't here, Rocket Man flew in, powered by seriously noisy engines, and delivered the coin for the toss at the start of the tournament, and it was quite fun because he sort of encircled the ground and dipped into the spectators who cheered him on. Anyway, let's focus on the cricket and the fact that there are some pretty serious ball strikers here. Saad Shakil, who's taken over the captaincy, and Phil Allen, the New Zealander. Saad Shakil, who's a class act, as Amir Sohail dives in and can add to that comment. Finn Allen, he does not die wondering, I'll tell you. He goes straight away.
Oh, he can really tonk the ball. He likes to express himself. And on the other hand, Saad Shakil plays with a Meyer approach, and it can be a good mix. Both can complement each other. And Saim Ayub is going to take the new ball. He brings that surprise element. He knows how to bowl that carom ball, dusra, and on a pitch like this, he can be handy.
Saeem is going to bowl first up and had some success against Alex Hales. How many times did he get him? Twice. Okay. Well, you need a bit of courage. You need a lot of self-confidence, I think, to bowl spin at the start. Not because it's especially difficult, but because you've only got two fielders outside the inner ring, so you've got to be darn sure of what you're trying to do, the lines you're going to try to bowl, and particularly, actually, I think the length. So mid-off is back and mid-wicket is back. Saad Shakil can go anywhere. He's got an all-round game. I mean, mid-on's an obvious target if the ball's over-pitched, and if it's short, anywhere through the covers, because they're all up saving a single, and any of the pull strokes that don't pick out the man at mid-wicket, they all work. And upon that one, a fielding change. Before a ball is bowled, the covers completely reorganise themselves, and Baba comes in to slip himself. Here we go then. First ball, second match, 10th year. And safe, just. And Saad Shakil comes back for a second. There's the value of bowling spin and the danger in bowling spin. The value is that the batsman simply thinks he has to take you on, and you know that and can preempt it. And the other is that the ball squirts off edges in areas that no one's thought of before.
Yeah, by taking a bit of chance with the first delivery, what South Shakil had the bowler doing, darting the ball in. And on a pitch like this, with a bit of pace, it becomes easier. Easy pickings for South Shakil. He's off strike.
It's one of the biggest changes in the shortest format is spinners bowling with the new ball. And in fact, it happens so much now in T20 cricket, T10 cricket, that it's no longer a surprise. But I don't think, I mean, you might have bowled occasionally with the new ball, but I don't think, well, mind you, Wasim and Waka, why would you bowl? Oh, but he dropped it, has he? Finger-tipped it, smacked it. The ball was hit so hard, it was hard to see the flight of it. But I told you, Finn Allen doesn't die wondering.
Yeah, and I quite like this. Take it to the bowler. Put him under pressure straight away. You saw with the sweepers, Amir's just talked about it. Puts him under pressure, makes him dart it.
Right. Good hit through the line of the ball, even though there was just a little bit of movement, and now he squirts it over extra cover. 4 more. The outfield's quick. It's the risk now, and it's not paid off.
Yeah, intentions are clear. He's not bothered to cover the stumps. He's staying leg side to be able to hit the ball through offside. He has done it twice in this over. Pressure on Saim Ayub already.
So now a change. Long off has gone back and long on has come up. So does he go over long on? I'll back him too. Oh, he doesn't. The ego did not take over. 1 gone, 11 for no wicket. Reminder of this Quetta Gladiators side. Hassan Nawaz, Kusal Mendis, Riley Rousseau, Shoaib Malik make up the bulk of the batting. The Fahim is a useful. So too Kyle Jameson, actually useful strikers of the ball. It's hard to, you look through all the teams and the players available to each of the teams, and you think to yourself that it's, in theory at least, a pretty even tournament. So who'll be best led, who'll develop the best culture, and who'll be able to back up winning performances and get momentum going. That is some shot. Talk about class. That's writ large across your screen there.
He's opening the innings for the first time at this level. And what about that stroke? Every box ticked. Yes, it wasn't a half volley, but got himself into a very good position. A mere push with a very good reward.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali, I think he paid for a loosener, really. He sort of ambled in, didn't he? I watched him warming up and the ball flies through. But of course the nerves are at you here. Quite let your body go. You would have heard more of a grunt there in the release of the ball, which suggests more effort.
Well, a surprise for me, Mark and Amir, that Multan Sultan's let Muhammad Ali go after the season he had last year. 19 wickets, most by a pacer, and he's got some pace. He bowled well in Multan, and they let him go. He's now with a new franchise, and he's looking to prove, as we all do when you join a new franchise, you're looking to prove yourself straight away.
That's good cricket, actually, but bowling the line to the field that's set and the fielder responding, because the ball whistled off the centre of the bat again.
You know, to answer your query, Dominic, when you talk about Muhammad Ali, he was very efficient bowling at Multan Cricket Stadium, but he was not a good traveller. He got a stick playing here at Pindi or Karachi, anywhere else. So maybe that was the reason why he was released. And that's where Muhammad Ali has to improve upon. He should become a well-rounded bowler.
It's a good hard length, that. Looks kind of comfy. Talk about Finn Allen, and his power play strike rate is touching on 160. That's 106 per 100 balls, 1.6 per ball. I mean, and that's why, because he comes at it, get that hard length and hit his splice and force him back and make it much harder for him to climb onto the front foot.
It's a good idea to bowl hard lengths, just back of the length, but at the same time, good line is required as well. And he's looking to tuck the batsman, and that's why he's been able to keep the batters quiet after getting hit for a boundary. Making a good comeback, Ali.
Well, credit to the batsman, I think. The way he waited for that ball and used the pace of it, that's pretty classy. 2 have gone, it's 21 for no wicket. Good start then, 21 from 2, and a mixture really of brilliant strokes and subtle strokes, I'd say. Ali Raza, as we get a change now, they're getting Saeem out of the attack after it was clear that this pair would take him on and wouldn't have that much trouble doing so. So certain is the pitch. He's got a sort of nippy pace, this guy, little hustler. It's a good start with some movement as well.
Yeah, he created some verves. Ali Raza bowled really well in under-19 competition, and then in domestic cricket, he really challenged the batters, the experienced one.
Yeah, he's touched on 140 kilometers per hour with his first ball. I mean, who are the 2 out? Square is third man and behind square leg side. Deep backward square leg. Oh, brilliant. Oh, on the up. When you hit it at the top of the bounce off the front foot, you know it's a good pitch.
Yeah, it was the line which really helped the cause of the batsman on that occasion. A lot of room provided by the youngster and gleefully accepted by Allen.
I'm just watching him now, Finn Allen, and I've seen a little bit of him. He reminds me setup of Chris Lynn. No nonsense, stay leg side.
Heck of a machine, I'll tell you about that in a second. Worth reminding you that BYD leads the world in electric vehicles, and HBL PSL leads the game in talent, you could add. Scan the QR code and vote for the player you think should drive home in a BYD Seal as a Player of the Tournament initiative, and it's from BYD. Thanks for your support. Looks like a tank.
Well, I was thinking, what about the commentators?
What, with a car? You want a car?
Yeah, absolutely. House,
where to go to, though? Where are you going?
Back to my house, no, or the golf, Rumanza. We go to Rumanza Golf.
Okay, let's do that.
Mortan.
We'll ask them for see if the BYD might drive us there. Amir just said off air. He said BYO. Buy your own.
Easier, isn't it? Rather than asking for favors.
We've survived on favors. Corky, we got measured for some local dress, didn't we, this morning?
Yeah, traditional, ready for the later parts of the competition.
I see, can't we wait? You know, it's for tomorrow.
Well, yes.
The tailors work on half a day as a long lead time. Didn't he hold his shape beautifully? That high right elbow, the balance. Remember the very first time I saw 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒 play, it was the balance, I think, above all else that struck me. Like a bit like Baba Azam. I know Baba's a sort of more straight lines, sort of very pure, but balance is a great thing in the best players.
One of the very few players on show, when you talk about Pakistani batters, who could actually play well off the back foot. Not many can do that.
No, it's not a modern thing, is it? So they come at the ball in a way that the players from the past didn't. Part of it's the pitches, by the way. '27 for no wicket. Everybody will know Inzi on the left, James Foster on the right was kept wicket for England. He's a real good guy and a very good brain for cricket. I'm not surprised they've hired him. Alzari Joseph, love this guy. Rare talent. He bowls with good pace, big heart.
And the reason why I wanted to show the coaching staff, and I know we saw possibly a bit of the old guard in Mushtaq Ahmed, who's made that move from the Multan Sultans. There's talk of him being head coach. He's not been named head coach at the moment, Mushtaq, but I think he should be head coach with Inzamam ul Haq, who looks fit as. But then they added Glenn Chappell as bowling coach and James Foster. So it's a complete new setup for them, having lost Darren Sammy, who's now obviously coach of the West Indies.
Didn't he light up this tournament, Darren Sammy? Wowzer. Bold. See, Alzari Joseph is aware. He's putting himself into the batsman's mind. Every time I watch him bowl, I'm trying to work out who's going to outthink who here, because he will be thinking, he will be preempting batsmen.
What you've got to do, and you're right about Alzari Joseph, you've got to be able to adapt right at the end, and it's very hard when you're in your action and you're in your coil to be able then to change. And what he saw Finn Allen do was go across, looking to ramp him. So what he's trying to do then is change and have your change-up delivery ready.
Oh, Regal. Wow, that's a stroke.
A bit of disdain in that stroke. could easily be spotted. Gave it a real thump on that occasion, which is a rarity when you talk about South Shakil's approach to batting. Gave everything behind that stroke.
All you need to see is the reaction from the bowler to know how good that was. A bit like a boxer, and you felt the punch. Oh, that's darn clever. That is absolutely amazing. What about that?
Yeah, this kind of a stroke is associated with 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. No-look stroke. But if you're featuring in this kind of a format as a batsman, you should have the ability to improvise and adjust. And how well South Shakil is adjusting. He's got an additional role as well. Don't forget, he's the captain.
And then you think about pressure as a bowler. He's just been hit off a really good length over to the wide mid-off and then just scoop for 6.
Well, he likes the 6 in a Pepsi power play, and now he gets a 4 because of the touch. So we've seen the lot here. The glory of the drive, the genius of the sort of scoop thing, and then the touch of the late cut.
And it's clever because it's manipulation as well. He's manipulated where he wants the fielders to be because of the ramp shot. He then brings up the deep point and fine leg goes back, and then he goes leg side and uses the bounce and the pace and bisects the fielders.
Without wishing to sound cynical, you can't help but think Babar Azam might have been applauding the shot rather than keeping Alzari going. Oh, it looks a belter of a surface. 4 gone, and it's 43 for none. Great sight, great way of thinking about a cricket ground. Very simple, very elegant. Another wonderful piece of timing. That'll fly for 6. This is a wonderful start, and it looks a spectacularly good pitch to bat on. I've got to say that.
Oh, that's for sure. He has developed that affinity to this pitch. He's backing himself. He's expressing himself. Not afraid to free his arms. Ben Allen.
Safe. Shot to catch it, but it's safe. And the overspin on the ball almost beats the fielder, not quite. The 50 arrives.
Decent fielding from 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. Again, that wide delivery, tried to take pace off. I'm going to need a lot of this, the Zalmi. I'm sure it'll be fine. Really good.
Muhammad Ali really feeling the heat here. They're crashing into him. bowled. Beautiful. No room to throw his arms at that. That was the difference. Glorious hitting of the ball we're seeing out there. And KFC is awarding higher education scholarships. How about this? To deserving students for every 6 hit during HBL PSL. So congratulations to KFC for that splendid initiative. Oh, he's creamed it. He looks in some touch, doesn't he?
Oh, you've got a feel for the bowlers. They have nowhere to run. Ali has tried so many different lengths. His bowling has been omnidirectional, but nothing has worked for him. Once again, he's been penalized.
Very difficult to know where you bowl, but I think you're a bowl very straight, not give him that room outside off stump. Well, 5 overs gone, 58 on the board.
Hasn't worked for Zalmi. 58 without a wicket. Quetta Gladiators are absolutely ripping them apart. 5 overs bowled and going at a rate of 11.6. Mohammad Ali is got to find a way to make sure that those deliveries make a lot of Mohammad Ali, I mean, that was, so I got it finally because the producer was dead keen to show me that Mohammad Ali knockout punch. We haven't seen that from Mohammad Ali, the bowler, but his delivery's got to make sense. Maybe the slower balls, the cutters. Lisa, what do you think? They've been rather one-dimensional with the ball so far.
Yeah, they have, and this is probably the typical Rawalpindi pitch that we expect, and the batters love, not so much the bowlers. So you're right, they're going to have to almost potentially go to death bowling as well. Can they take the pace off? Can they go the Yorkers? Can they go the wide Yorkers? Those type of deliveries are going to be effective. Especially this youngster. He's quick, he's exciting, but he's just feeding to both batters at the moment.
You can set yourself up very easily on a surface like this. There's hardly been any sideways movement. The ball hasn't really stopped. His ball at a good rapid pace. 142 is fastest. He's wiry, he's lithe, he's doesn't have a lot of meat on those shoulders, but it's just that he's a developing kid. It's developing story, Ali Raza. But what he has to learn very quickly is to get into the T20 mode. Variations, the Yorker, variations in length. He's missing the stumps outside the leg stump, I think. Tremendous theatrical appeal, but I don't think it's going to convince Rashid Raza, the umpire. What is he thinking? DRS timer is on. Babar Azam is asking the mates not to be. Good.
Yeah, young and enthusiastic. That's exactly what Ali Raza is. Pitched well down the leg side, and thankfully the wicketkeeper was able to provide that information. You're talking about meat on the bone. That's pot calling the kettle black there. Jeez.
Slow ball, well tried, was in the slot. Allen was gone. Had that hit the stumps on the full, it would have been curtains for Allen. Muhammad Ali was the fielder. He let it go from mid-off range. Couldn't find the target.
Yeah, as soon as he hit it, he realised that he was in trouble and he gave up there, didn't he? Good pick up, good throw. Just unfortunately not at the target. Sometimes you can take just that one extra second to align your feet to be able to hit the stumps. Missed opportunity there.
Maybe he was trying to hit Allen, then the stumps. He's really gone after him. There's an opportunity for South Shakil also. He's not been a regular for Pakistan in T20, but he'll get a fantastic chance there as an opener on these batting surfaces to let the team management know of his skill, of his potential. He's such a good timer of the ball and absolutely aces it against spin. And he's off to a good start here, 29 of 17.
Yeah, last ball of the Pepsi power play now.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely nailed it over cover. It was a soft ball in the range for South Shakil to hammer it past the cover range on the ring. 65 without a wicket after 6.
Yeah, this is the Pepsi power play. It's all been Quetta, hasn't it? They have enjoyed the facility, and anytime the ball has kind of missed the stumps, it's been basically a free hit, and both players have been able to do that. I like the look away shot as well. That just shows a little bit of arrogance, which we like in T20 cricket. Perfect start for Quetta, 67 off the first 6 overs.
It was always going to be a tough gig for Ali Raza. Only a young kid to be introduced in the power play, and that too when Allen and Saad were going absolutely berserk. But you learn it the hard way at times. So tough gig, but he's got to survive it. Sufyan Mukim has got a bit of mystery. Left arm wrist spin, goes at a good pace and picks up wickets. And Zalmi in desperate need of a breakthrough. Big shot. Is a strong player, especially down the ground, that hits the fence on the full, the side screen on the full. He had a wonderful time against Pakistan just recently in New Zealand. He's just carrying on, giving them this kind of treatment, the 6th hitting treatment.
Yeah, Mukim might be a mystery spinner, but when you bowl at that step hit length, it doesn't matter. And given the fact that he's been able to hit it, it's a no ball as well. So that really does hurt. So here's a free hit for Finn Allen. He doesn't need another invitation, does he?
The feel has got to remain the same because the strike hasn't changed. Allen is on strike. Goes big again. That's a 6. It's Allen Vasallen wa marhaba. Welcome. Brilliant batting. He's so free at the crease. doesn't think of getting out, and that's the spirit you need to play with.
Yeah, he's absolutely licking his lips. This is slightly different from the pitch that we saw last night. Haven't really seen any turn, just sliding onto the bat, and he keeps pitching it up. He's got to go into the pitch.
Goes big again. It's another great golf swing from Allen. He's racing to a 50 in no time on 49 of just 22 balls. 3 balls, 3 sixes.
Oh dear. Things are starting to really unravel. And this is the inexperience a little bit. Coming up against such a strong man like Finn Allen. Always looking to go down the ground. Never fears the fielders at mid-on and mid-off on the boundary because he knows he can clear them by a long way. Here we go. What can he do?
That's into the gap. That's 4. That's a half 50 of just 23 balls. Allen has gone absolutely berserk out there at the crease, and we're loving this. As a neutral, you've got to love this because this is great batting, great hitting, and unstoppable he has been.
Yeah, he has. So all of a sudden bowls into the pitch, but wide of the stump. So that's just, again, another free hit. Finn Allen has been brilliant. First game for the season. And actually, just to give you a bit of an insight, I was supposed to do an interview at the start of the game, and unfortunately they said, oh look, Finn Allen isn't feeling the best, or maybe it was just me, he didn't want to be interviewed by me, but he's feeling fine now, I'd say.
Chance, there is a chance. This has to be held, and it's held at long on, and they are absolutely over the moon. Zalmi needed this, and Sufyan Mukim unplugs Allen, but not after he's absolutely short-circuited him with a 53 of just 24 balls.
The length was so important here. He brought it back, even though he actually tossed the ball up. Safe hands there. Mitch Owen gets into the action as well. So a brilliant little innings from Finn Allen. He departs for 53. It's 88 for 1.
Not happy after hitting him for 3 straight sixes. He wanted another one, and this was well caught because it was a pressure catch. And a good comeback from the wrist spinner. It was caned quite badly by Allen, but he clearly had the last laugh. There's a tremendous strike force as well. Hassan Nawaz, I think, got 100 in an ODI. In a T20 game, that was his second ODI. Got the fastest, sorry, T20 100 for Pakistan. Sorry to get you all confused, but it's T20 100, fastest for Pakistan. Hassan Nawaz is the name. In the meantime, Saud Shakil blocks one. A bit of an anti-climax, but he's going at a great pace as well. Right, crowd selfie moment with Vigo Tell's smartphone. They've had a lovely time of it. 88 for the loss of 1. It's been a cracking start from Quetta Gladiators. Glorious shot, absolutely gloriously played through the offside. He just turns his wrist, breaks his wrist ever so slightly to find the gap and the pace.
Yeah, it's a real key, isn't it? Very strong bottom hand. And you're right, just played it late as well, under his eyes. And when you've been out there and you've faced 20 deliveries, you're striking it at 185 and there's no demons in the pitch, you can really cash in.
Change of pace. Hussain Talat is renowned for that. Zalmi got to slow down the process. They can do that by bowling discipline and bowling variations, or they can pick wickets.
You mentioned about Hassan Nawaz, that 105. It was literally rocks or diamonds. It was a 0-1, 105 not out, 0-0. So if he survives this and gets off the mark, well, we might be in for a big score from him.
It's exactly like that. Just couldn't place the talent, actually. Does he have a lot of talent? Maybe he doesn't. Then he blossomed and then he absolutely fired the opposition with a breathtaking 100. He is off the mark.
Yep, so watch out. Comes from a small town in the southern part of Punjab city that doesn't necessarily produce a lot of international cricketers. Grew up playing tape ball cricket, like most people, to be fair, in this part of the world. But so many skills learnt through that format. Now he gets an opportunity here.
It's been a quite kind of an over. Just 7 runs so far under the circumstances. Not a bad one. Taps it down for another single. So not such a bad over from Hussain Talat, just 8 from it. When you know that you're going at 12 and over, 96 for 1.
Wonderful drone shot here of Rawalpindi. Good crowd coming in as well. A lot of them baking in the sun, but they enjoy the cricket. They enjoy the standard that's here. And well, Quetta Gladiators, they've got an opportunity to go up near that 250 mark, which is what is expected here in this ground. Last night was slightly different, a little bit more assistance from a bowling point of view.
Yeah, you need that kind of a cap to survive a bit of sun. It's definitely a lot warmer compared to yesterday. Elzari Joseph is in. Oh, gets hit for a 6, I think. That's gone flat for 6. What a great shot. 100 comes up for Quetta Gladiators with a thunderbolt from Nawaz.
Yeah, the problem is when you're bowling at 140 clicks and you go that straight onto the pads, it is a free swing. Nicely picked up and clipped to the leg side. And just sails over that boundary rope. Did it with ease. He's away, Nawaz.
For him to bat at number 3 after Allen had absolutely decimated the opposition in the first 5 or 6 overs is a good ploy, because he'll carry on with the momentum, the hitting momentum. He only knows playing or batting one way, which is to hit a 4 or a 6. Inverix Solar Energy for you, Pakistan's #1 solar brand, trusted for over 15 years. Share your thoughts in the comments on 𝐸𝐸𝐹 social media. Post for a chance to win free tickets and join 𝐸𝐸𝐹 Solar Revolution.
Well, the field is making a few little changes. I think to Saad Shakil's bat and gloves. The field is a very square, except for that long on. So expect into the pitch. We haven't seen a bouncer either.
Got to keep away from that middle and leg stump line because he's so good flicking the ball or pulling it over mid-wicket and square leg. Making play through the offside, I think. That's going to be important. Right, do we have another no ball? Do we have another call from the umpire? Yes, we have.
And the winner is the batters. I just can't do this, right? This is a bit of a coach killer because extra delivery, free hit, and a perfect opportunity for Nawaz just to free his arms.
Bowls in. Roar in the aisles, but they do not know there was a no ball, so all is well as far as Quetta Gladiators are concerned. But that's a much better length also, the fuller length, the Yorker length. I think you've got to now base your attack as if it's the last part of the innings and go full.
You can see that Nawaz was also deep in his crease as well, expecting that fuller length. Just came across the line a little bit more. Probably has to hit a bit straighter down the ground. Try and go over the bowler. Mid-on is up as well.
Excellent piece of running. 2 runs for the right-hander. All right, KFC is awarding higher education scholarships to deserving students for every six hit during HBL PSL 10. Wonderful initiative.
Yeah, Alzari Joseph, he's been in some good form. Came from the T20. And then the CPL picked up 16 wickets, different surfaces, so this will test him a little bit more.
Advantage with South betting up the order is that he could bat both ways. He could be the attacking option for them early on when the field is up in the first 6 overs, and could anchor the innings also. He's very smart at varying his style of play, varying his role. I don't know whether there's space for an anchor man in T20, but so he can do that, just rotate the strike and keep the basics well.
Yeah, it's an interesting point, Ramiz, because maybe us old school cricketers feel like there is that opportunity to give yourself a little bit of time, be the glue throughout. And I guess it depends on the surface, right? If there's something in it, then you need someone to be there for the entire innings, because set batters, they can go harder at the end. But when it's flat like this and there's nothing for the bowlers, I think everyone has to jump in.
{107 for 1}. Look at the economy rate for the bowlers: 11, 12 and a half, 6 Ali Raza bowled 2 overs for 12, and then 13 and a half for Joseph, 23 for Mukim, just bowled 1 over, and Hussain fell at 8. in need of wickets. Quetta Gladiators are running away with the show. Oh, had to find that gap.
Yeah, Mukeem's first over went for 23 runs. It was almost like they bought Finn Allen's wicket, wasn't it? He got hit so much, the 3 sixes, going for another one, then hit a 4. But it was almost worth it because Finn Allen was in that kind of mood. And sometimes when a batter thinks, right, here's a weakness, here's an opportunity to absolutely cash in. He did, but then he also felt maybe it's a similar tactic as well.
Just been given numbers on South Shakil's progress from over number 7 to 10. The strike rate drops to less than 100. So he goes at a rapid pace in the first 6 and just quietens the process a little bit. So one area where he needs to work and prove a point, I guess, is from number 7 to 10. J. Official styling partner of HBL PSL, and he's looking massively sharp.
Good decision that he wore black as well.
Once again, good running. In fact, this misfielded at deep mid-wicket. End of the over, 110 for 1.
Beautiful comeback from Peshawar Zalmi. Since that Finn Allen dismissals, just 22 runs in 3 overs. Still 110 for 1, but we know we're back to that pin-deep surface, which gives you so many options to get boundaries. And that has hit the gap. Oh, lovely. TKC diving away.
He's pulled off a couple. Whether he's able to stop this, it's close. Pulled one up short a little bit earlier when stopped Finn Allen getting another boundary. Looks like he's okay. As long as that ball doesn't hit the cushioning, yeah, that's fine. What's saved a couple.
Down leg side, does he get the gap? Well, it's been parried. So just be a couple of runs. Tom, you had to look at the pitch in the morning. This is back to the typical Pindi surface, isn't it?
Yeah, and obviously it's a day game, so it's going to be a lot drier. There's no dew around. You can see what projected scores are right now, 2-2-1 at this current rate.
And just keeping it back of a length.
But what I did see late last night, well, early this morning, I think that's when we finished, around about 1 o'clock this morning, I saw the ground staff just sprinkling a little bit of water, just to, they call it flashing the wicket, and maybe that has just brought those little cracks together, and hence why we're now seeing a flat pitch. What do you think?
I think it's back. It's back to what we expect from Rawalpindi. with the ball coming onto the bat and boundaries being scored. So Quetta have to still carry on. There's been a little lull since that Finn Allen dismissal. Saim Ayub will be happy with just 5 of his first 5 deliveries. Wants to close it out. And that's a really decent over. 11 done. 115 for 1. Javed Afridi will be happy with the recent progress. And on the crack, but just shortening the length of Sufyan Mukim. Now once he's just been under 90 kilometers per hour, he's been better. So slower, don't give the batter too much pace. Nothing again in big inside edge, so pressure building.
Yeah, no boundary for 20 balls. We saw yesterday, I think it was Asif Afridi who bowled a little bit slower, didn't he, at times, and got rewards for that pace. So you've got to mix it up a little bit. Odd quicker ball here and there.
Goes inside out, nails it. That has gone all the way. Over extra cover, maximum to Hassan Nawaz.
Oh, it's a decent shot. I did something at the pitch report where I talked about Colin Munro and Abdullah Shafiq and proper cricket shots. This is another one, just down the ground. Doesn't look to overhit it. Tries to get it a little bit wider than he wanted to, or wanted to be a little bit wider than long off, but he gets enough of it. It's a lovely looking shot.
Just shortening the length. Now the problem with batting first in T20 cricket is that you never know how much is enough, and especially here with Rawalpindi, it's a very difficult ground to defend on. Just a single there. As long as you leave everything out there, try and hit as many boundaries as you can, well, you're in with a chance. But you can't have a lull in play, especially when you're batting first on a surface which is known to produce runs. Play and a miss. So Sufyan Mukim gets out of that over with just 8. It's 123 for 1 after 12, and it's time for the Tapalti strategic timeout. Quetta Gladiators going at 10.25 to the over. I just feel that this partnership needs to up that further. 35 of 31 is decent, but the pitch is extremely good. 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇, he came out to open and lovely timing through the offside. Loves batting in Pindi, and this pitch suited him to a T. And so far he's been able to time the ball beautifully. Did a 𝐶𝐈𝐒𝐈𝐒 with the no-look shot. And the captain leading from the front. But so far it's been good, and it's just now the fine late overs where he really needs to expand even further. His T20 cricket is unforgiving. So far it's been a good innings to watch, and he's held the fort. 47 of 31. Now it's 𝐶𝐈𝐒𝐈𝒒 who bowled a decent last over. And again this time pulled in the air. Has he got enough? You bet he has. Maximum.
A little bit too short from 𝐶𝐈𝐒𝐈𝒒. And Nawaz picks up the length quickly. Goes deep in the crease, opens himself up. Any young boy or girl out there, just look how he opens himself up, gets rid of that left leg, and then he's able to access both sides.
I just got to that stage. You've got plenty of batting to come. You need to make sure that once you finish the first 20 overs, there's not an element that maybe we could have got 10 more, maybe you could have got 20 more. Then you just go from here. What? Mendes, Rousseau, Malik even.
Well, the minimum, Baz, I would say, is they've got to get to 220. Minimum from here. The position they find themselves in, don't worry about how many wickets they lose. They've still got a lot of firepower to come. 240, I think, the position they're in now.
And Quetta will be hoping that there's a lot of dancing in the aisles. It's the 𝐑𝐄-𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 Bhangra camp. Need a bit more energy though. What's happening here? Just a little bit of repair to the ball. But Tom, as a coach in that strategic timeout, Tapal strategic timeout, what would have the message been to the Quetta Gladiators batters?
Well, I think just go. One down in the position they're in on a flat pitch, put the bowler under pressure early on in the over, which he did do. He got a boundary, but then since then it's just been like ones and twos, and I think they've just got to put pressure on and go. 13 gone, 133 for one.
Give me a number.
Into the offside, just a single. 𝐶𝐶𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 on to 49. Last 14 deliveries, he's just scored 12. Started off really well, first 20 deliveries, 37, but it's all come down. He's almost now striking under a run a ball. 14 deliveries, 12 runs. Now the Jazz fan pulse moment. Among these, who has the third highest HBL PSL runs? Shadab, Colin Munro, Asif Ali, Fakhar Zaman. It's it straight to the field. The pressure again now builds. It's come to that stage where everything has to go. 3 deliveries, just the 1 run. Something has to give.
Straight in the air, wicket ball.
Tries it leg side, still just a single. A bit of a misfield, but no damage.
Yeah, and I don't like that from the two batters out there. Push every run, even though yes, Nawaz is struggling and Saud Shakil is 49. That should have been 2 runs. That isn't good enough for me. And at the moment, this over is just allowing the Zalmi back into this game.
Just a little dink into the leg side. He wants 2 and races back, and that'll be 50 for Saud Shakil. He gets to his 50 with 6 boundaries and a 6. 35 deliveries.
Yeah, and better between both these players as well. But his 50 comes up from 35. 6 fours and 1 6, and the partnership closing in on 50 as well.
Just a single, so another very good over for Peshawar. Just 5 off, 14 down, 138 for 1. One for 39 for Sufyan Hakim. Senthal at 1 over. Saim has bowled 3 for 26 in his 7 dot balls in that spell. Now, and Muhammad Ali back in the attack. Pace on. Starts off with a slow one, so a bit of a problem now for Quetta Gladiators. Just running out of steam in these middle overs. Quetta Gladiators batters. Yeah, pace off is the way to go on this surface.
Yeah, first up, well done. That's good after being smashed really in his first couple of overs on a good pitch, and I'm sure Babar is saying to him, come on, mix it up. Moin Khan on the right there, former coach, captain of Pakistan.
This time leg side, he's got all of that. Saud Shakil deposits Muhammad Ali over the fence.
Pace on. Length was okay, but Saud Shakil picked up on it really quickly. Didn't really go back. Stays in his crease. He presses forward. It's a lovely shot. Second 6 of his innings so far. 9 6s in this innings. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more if the surfaces stay like this throughout this competition. This is the only day game in Pindi.
No, not happy at all. Slow one and hits it straight to cover. 𝐑𝐄-𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. Scan karo. You scan the QR code on the 𝐑𝐄-𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 app and enter into the lucky draw. You get a chance to win a motorcycle at every match game.
You can win so much, can't you? Motorcycle, a house, a car. Wow.
You should enter into them and then settle in Pakistan. Everything, house, car, electric car, motorcycle. Another slow one. No timing on that either.
I don't need to. I'm coming to live with you. You told me.
Yeah, you are. You spend about 6 months in Pakistan anyway.
I'll come and live with you. This is your city.
Yeah, Tapalti.
Tapalti. KFC. There's everything.
Yeah, everything. No worries.
Well, what are you going to bring from this? This is your city. What are you bringing? Where are you taking this?
You want muftas, don't you?
Yes.
Plenty of them. Yeah, Muftus are freebies for all you guys worrying about it. No, it's just freebies that get distributed in the air, and just managed it to get over. Mid-off goes to the fence.
Length delivery again. Not been a good day for Muhammad Ali, who's making his debut for a new franchise. You can just see that's back of a length slightly too full, isn't it? And he gets rid of that left leg to give him a chance to access both areas. It's a little bit sliced. And once he gets it up and over the top of Babar Azam, it just runs away. Look how quick this outfield is.
And 11 off the first 5 deliveries. He wants to get another boundary, make it big. Make this over count. Smashes it straight to the fielder and dropped. And chance for TKC. He shells it. And 150 raised at the end of the 15th. Yeah, smash straight at him. Just beaten by the force. It was pretty regulation. TKC has been good in the field. Will be very, very disappointed with that effort.
Is a strong hitter, and when he gets cracking, is worth every moment of this. Nawaz 36 of 28. South Shakil, we mentioned a stat which was a bit of a negative stat for South Shakil in T20 cricket. That is pace, his strike rate drops from over number 7 to 10. He needs to just amp it up just a little bit more. He's 59 of 40. His first 40 runs were off 20 odd balls. First 20 balls, 37 runs. And the next 20 balls, 22 runs.
Maybe as a captain he has given himself that role. If he's batting along with Nawaz, who's an aggressor, he can afford to do that. That's another way of looking at it.
Fans enjoying the match at the Tapal Tea Lounge, Pakistan's #1 tea brand. The other thing as well to actually, you've got to give credit to the bowlers. Mukim, I think he went for 23 in his first over. So then the next 3, 16 runs. So it probably shows that there's a little bit in it for the spinners. It's a little bit harder when the ball is soft.
His miscued Babar Azam is getting underneath that one. He takes it quite comfortably at mid-off. So South Shakil departs, but not after impressing one and all with his sweet timing and a very methodical innings.
There'll be a breather for the youngster Ali Raza, who went for plenty in his first over at this level. Has made a comeback, and a strong one, by removing South Shakil, who was batting beautifully. First wicket for Ali Raza in PSL. Good contribution from the captain, 59 to be precise, 151 for 2.
And this goes to my point as well about pace off, just holding in the pitch. In the first 6 overs, that was being deposited straight over the boundary for 6. There's something to be said about the hot sun baking down on this Rawalpindi pitch. all of a sudden the ball is now a little bit softer, a little bit harder to hit. So it's important that they finish off this innings well.
He's got impressive numbers for a foreign player. He's been mighty impressive, adjusted well to the conditions, to the slowness of the pitches, and a luxury really to have a left-hander in the middle order. Very good strike rate, 143, 1050s, 200s. Gets going. First ball is hit crisply. No holds bar. Run rate has dropped just a little bit. At one stage it was around 12. It's come down to 9.7. One can safely say that it's 10 and over kind of a surface. 200 is a gettable score.
Would you like a hit out there in the middle, Ramesh bhai?
I think, yeah, why not? A very straight pitch, this. Oh, that's over the waistline. It's signaled a no ball. He's got to reload again, and did surprise the right-hander.
Surprised all of us as well. The natural reaction is go, ooh, hang on. You do not expect that to be coming your way. And thankfully, it wasn't actually directed at the batter. Otherwise, I think it would have collected him as well. Nawaz, who's been out there for 29 deliveries, he would have gotten a hit. He's quick, 140 clicks.
Yeah, that was a free hit and really well timed, because he waited on a slow ball and then hit it straight off the back foot. That is some hit.
Yeah, he had ample time to decide where he's going to be rewarded. Pick the right area. Nawaz, no, doesn't he prefer that area? Likes to tonk the ball straight down the pitch.
It's almost count to 50 and then hit, right? Out the back of the hand. Dropped it down by 40 kilometres an hour. That's a decent slower ball.
Takes it on the full and only a single. So he'll keep the strike. And his impressive show continues. Nawaz 41 of 31, 158 for 2.
Quetta Gladiators, that's next to bat. So ideally these two would like to spend a fair bit of time these next few overs. You get a sense based on the first ball Riley Russo played that he's going to go hard. Going to try and create the pace if it's not there.
Alzari Joseph, the Yorkers, the slow pace. He's got to look for those options because the charge is on. He starts with a slow ball. That's hit straight down the throat of deep point fielder. He catches it on second attempt, I think. Saim Ayub does a decent job of it in the end.
Yeah, it's not the first time pace-off has worked for the bowling side. Hussain Talab gave them the maya how to go about the job by bowling 5 slow deliveries in his over. And the others are following the suit. And aren't they being rewarded? A bit of juggle, but managed to hold on to it. It's a breather for the bowling side to see the back of this man, Hassan Nawaz, who can be belligerent. It's 158 for 3.
Short and wide, and again Nawaz just had to check his shot. That's why he didn't really be able to exploit the width. Yeah. He should join the circus. Saimiyura did well. Kusal Mendes, strike rate of 137, just over 4,500 runs, plenty of experience.
They bat deep, Quetta Gladiators. Mendes is on strike. Oh, gets it wrong. We'll have to reload. Parkview City, free hit for fans, win a house contest. It's a free hit for fans. Visit Parkview City Facebook page to answer the question and get a chance to win a house at the end of the league. Also win mobile phones daily. That may attract some of the younger kids. Mobile phones than a house.
Well, Peshawar seamers. You can see that the strike rate between that good and full length is certainly travelling the distance. Anything short, actually 67. So plenty of boundaries in that area. So if you're going to bowl really short or go the Yorker. Nothing in between.
Yeah, he likes that area, but they've got to cover for it. Deep point. Anything less than 200 will be a bit of a success for Zalmi, and I think that should be the target right now. 161 for 3. Quetta Gladiators have got all the options available to really go big. Picked it up just a little bit late, and it was all too stiff. Muhammad Ali chasing that one, couldn't stop the fence. Boundary.
Ideal player for Quetta Gladiators to finish off the innings in a grand style. Kusal Mendes can really flail the bat. Just worked the angle quite nicely on that occasion, Kusal Mendes, to find the boundary.
That's gone up in the air, and it's a massive 6 over mid-wicket. What a shot that is. Beautifully timed and caught it smack in the middle of the blade. That's a very good start, making his HBL PSL debut, Mendes, and letting everyone know what a talent he is.
Yeah, his strength is the leg side, isn't it? And you can tell by the fact that Azari Joseph has got 4 fielders out on the leg side and just the solitary fielder on the offside. But you cannot bowl that length. Oh, Ramiz, what are you doing? Giving a little lecture?
Not lecture, actually. You know, they were just interested in knowing about a couple of things. And ball pickers of today. Remember Roger Federer? He was a ball picker and became World champion Babar Azam was a ball picker as well. It was keep believing, keep dreaming. 172 for 3.
Well, actually, Ramiz, in the Women's World Cup in 1997, the final was played at Eden Gardens, Australia versus New Zealand. Julian Goswami was a ball collector as well. And that's where she saw women's cricket for the first time and said, hey, now she's got to stand at Eden Gardens.
I mean, there are some great stories. Their expectations, they're young kids. They come here with a lot in their mind and, you know, thinking that they'll be the next Babar Azam of the world. Right, Ali Raza, 1 for 20 in his 3 overs. Hasn't been a bad debut at all. At times it works if you are a rookie because you only know one thing, which is to bowl within the stumps and not be too dramatic about your talent. And I think that is where he's been very impressive, Ali Raza. He's kept things simple. Bowl at pace. Seems to have a good, decent bowling action. Right, come back for 2. So Riley Russo still has the strike. Scan QR code, download Go Lutlo app and enter into the lucky draw and get a chance to win a motorcycle at every match game. Terms and conditions apply. You've got to have a license for it also.
Motorcycle, houses, phones. This is a place to be.
Sign up, I say, Lisa.
See, Pakistan is one place in PCB. They think about the fans of the game as well, unlike others. Because they are part of fraternity. Without them, there is nothing. Okay, Ramiz bhai. Were they asking for tips to pursue their commentary career or batting tips?
I think they're just a little flabbergasted because I wanted their attention rather than them wanting my attention. So, I mean, I forced myself on them.
You never came across attention seeker, Ramiz.
Talking of fans enjoying match at Tapalti Lounge. It's a popular corner. Pakistan's #1 tea brand. And they've done exceptionally well. Very popular in smaller towns and villages, Tapalti. And he's a king for a reason, Babar Azam. And they would want him to get cracking from ball #1. He probably opened with Saim Ayub. Here's that improvisation and well played in the end. The ball got just a little bit big on him, but he adjusted so well.
Yeah, you're right. And when you talk about Kusal Mendes, he really goes low in his stance to be able to get underneath the ball. But here, he had to jump to be able to execute that stroke. This is good batting.
There's something about Sri Lankan players, isn't it? They access behind the behind V very well, whether it be the dill scoop, whether it be the normal laps.
What could that be?
I don't know. You've seen a lot more cricket than I have.
In the meantime, it's over. 183 for 3. Oh, that's a mighty blow. That's gone all the way for 6. Muhammad Ali has had a rough time of it. 3.1 overs, none for 43. And there's been no respite.
Yeah, I can understand that it's a slower delivery, but we've seen the fact that Kusal Mendes, anything on the stumps, even outside off stump, he is going to the leg side. I actually think they might need to change tactics. Maybe bowl that wide Yorker line, have another fielder back on the offside behind the wicket as well.
It's into the gap and beautifully placed. You've got to credit Mendes for not only improvisation, but the way he's read the field. And the force behind that drive was amazing as well.
Yeah, enterprising and at the same time very innovative. Mendes. And not an easy stroke to execute, especially on a slowish delivery. He was in control.
I think that's a better option for Ali, the Yorker length, the fuller length, because he doesn't come across as a natural cutter of the ball. Right, time for spectators to show their strength at Sting Day's Punch Challenge.
We should have a commentators competition there. I think that would be quite interesting.
Punching each other?
No, come on, you've taken it to the nth degree. I'm just trying to see who's the strongest one. My job is just to beat you. That's my aim.
You've already done that. Lovely shot off the back foot and it went like a rocket. Just been hammered all over. Muhammad Ali doesn't seem to have a plan. He's bowling various lengths and he's testing Babar Azam's skills as a skipper.
And at this time, you provide that kind of a delivery to a left-hander. What are you thinking as a fast bowler? Bit of angle with the ball, pitched outside the off stump, and got the treatment it deserved. He's really struggling, Ali.
Yeah, that one sat up very nicely to be hit through mid-wicket this time. So it's just been a bad day, a rough day for him with the ball, and they're just not liking it because this is now hurting Zalmi. Quetta Gladiators have got over 200.
You think about the right things, the right ideas, but it requires execution. Yes, you can afford to bowl slow deliveries on a pitch like this, but it has to be pitched up. It was too short. Plenty of time for the left-hander to work out where the ball should go.
And you just look at this partnership, 44 off 17 deliveries. Riley Russo just facing the 6. And now he's getting into the act with back-to-back boundaries. So this is really hurting Zalmi, leaking this many runs at the back end.
A deep point has been put into the ring. 3 men patrolling the fence on the leg side. That's gone fine for a run. Second most expensive spell by a Zalmi bowler. Ali finishes his 4th, none for 57, 2 or 3 for 3. Last 6 balls of the innings. Quetta Gladiators 203 for the loss of 3. That's a wide down the leg side. How many times has Quetta Gladiators been one of 6 all-out in HBL PSL? Never once, twice, thrice. The Jazz fan pulse moment. Oh, that's a smash, gone flat, probably all the way for 6. 50 partnerships comes up with that lovely hit down the ground. They're liking this immensely, this pair of Mendes and Riley Russo.
Yeah, cutter into the pitch, wide of off stump, clears the front leg, wonderful baseball swing, and gets a home run. Just the way they like it.
52-run partnership of just 20 balls. Oh, missed an opportunity because the fielder was in at fine. Look out, look your best this HBL PSL as J. is rewarding the best dressed spectator at every game.
Four fielders again on the leg side. Deep cover in place.
Yeah, that's a slash over point for a couple of runs. Mendes has played a lovely little innings here. In 12 balls, we've seen a sea of range, really. We've seen the improvisation, the flick over the fine fielder, then a couple of smashes of slow balls through cover. Then this hit over point. Been very busy.
Yeah, he knows where the gaps are and also knows the options.
Zalmi will have to pick themselves up because this really has been a tough gig with the ball. 214 for 3 and counting. Last 2 balls to be bowled. You've got to feel, you've got to have that belief that they can chase this down.
Wanted to ask both of you, do you think it was the right decision to send them in?
Can we have the pictures of Babar Azam, please? That'll answer the question.
Didn't catch it properly in the middle of the bat and only a single. I think it's a good question to ask because conditions were right for batting. Day game, placid track. But you know what? I think teams now look at chasing more because they don't know what is a good score on a batting surface. So that could have been behind the move of asking them to bat first. Gladiators to bat first, that is.
And the onus is on Babar Azam now. How he fares with the bat. But he's doing a good job. Kusal Mendes. It's been busy.
Right, so the innings in for Quetta Gladiators, and it's a fantastic result. 216 for the loss of 3. Contributions from top till number 5. Riley Russo ends up with a 21 of 10. Mendes 35 of 14. It's just been one awesome display of batsmanship. Zalmi will have to bat out of this against to win this because this means that they'll have to chase a score that they've never done before. The highest, the previous highest successful run chase is 199. So Babar Azam and company will really have to load from ball number 1. But at half stage, it's Quetta Gladiators who seem to have stolen the march on the opposition.
This illuminates horror of the situation for Peshawar Zalmi bowlers. Couldn't fare well, couldn't respond well to the captain's call, who decided to bowl first, surprisingly here.
And from a bowling point of view, the partnership, it was the top two partnerships that really set it up, and then also Riley Russo and Mendes, 58 of 25. That really enabled them to kick on and go above 200.
Yeah, the bowling didn't look too bright. Joseph went for over 50 in his 4 overs, and we mentioned that it was a tough gig for Ali. 4 overs, none for 57. And after over number 22, 16 for 3, let's go down to Zainab Abbas for a chit-chat.
Well, what a way to start off your HBL PSL journey. Finn Allen with the blockbuster innings. Thank you so much for joining us, Finn. Firstly, your debut in the HBL PSL. What a way to start your season. You were striking it really well out there. Tell us a little more about it.
Yeah, obviously nice to get off to a start like that, batting with Saud. Yeah, it was a good wicket, and we just tried to put them under pressure.
You seem to have really taken a liking to Sufyan Mukim. You hit him for those 2 sixes as well. I mean, what was the plan against the spinner?
He got me out first ball in New Zealand, so I had to get a bit of payback. But no, we just wanted to put spin under pressure. We had a good power play, so just wanted to keep the foot down.
Your captain said at the toss that anything over 170 would be good, and would more than happy with this total.
Yeah, I think it's a very competitive total. Yeah.
What about your experience so far in the HBL PSL? It's early days, but just a feel and the vibe of the tournament.
Yeah, I've been a bit unwell to start, so that hasn't been ideal. But yeah, it's a great group of boys, great support staff, and enjoying being back in Pakistan.
All right, must be fun working with somebody like Viv Richards.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He's got a lot of energy. He's a good man.
All right, thank you so much and go well.
Thank you. Cheers.
Blistering innings from Finn Allen, and so now it's up to Zalmi, Babar Azam and company to get over the line, and it's going to be a massive chase. It's going to be an entertaining chase, because this is still a doable job. Difficult, but a doable job. 217 is the target. We'll take a short break and come back with live action very soon.
A mighty task awaits Peshawar Zalmi this afternoon, led by Babar Azam. They've got to make, 217 to win this game after a blistering show, particularly by Saud. He played magnificently. Finn Allen got him off to a flyer, 41-2 from Nawaz, and then a burst at the end, Riley Rousseau and Kusal Mendes. But Saud Shakil was off the planet, good to watch. Finn Allen, powerful, strong, and just no fear really in his stroke play, which makes him a thrilling player. And of course it opens up this interesting idea that if you play sport in general, never mind just batting, without any fear of failure, you'll play better and you'll certainly play more freely. A lot of very good ball timing today. The pitch is excellent. Boundaries are clearable, which doesn't mean they're super short, but they're certainly not the biggest in the world, but it's one of the highest scoring grounds in the world. And for the first time it didn't stay hit, so Finn Allen went, but it didn't stop Saud Shakil continuing with the others. The elegance of that footwork and the body shape when he strikes the ball is really impressive. Hassan Nawaz did his bit in this partnership, but Saud Shakil's footwork, his balance, led the way. Oh, how about that on the up, and it dropped. Basit was commentating at the time, and as he said, it was drilled at the field. All good things come to an end. Saud Shakil caught out by his opposite number, Babar Azam, and another one caught out at deep cover. But the runs kept flowing, that's the point, and that's why it's such a big chase now. It was almost surgical. I wouldn't call it a blitzkrieg. They just went about it in a highly clinical way. Bad balls were punished, but because the pitch is so good, good balls were hit to the boundary as well. So a tremendous partnership at the end there from Kusal and Riley Rousseau. Most of the bowlers took a pounding. Plenty of courage from Mukim, though, who had the best figures. So it was great fun to watch. I guess not great fun to bowl at. Saud Shakil, Basit, I mean, he seems to me to have it all.
A quality player, loves batting here at Rawalpindi. One of his favorite grounds. That's to Saim Ayub, the no-look shot. But captain, first game, and he's led from the front. And some impressive stroke play. As all left-handers are, very good square of the wicket, very good either side. With the opening of the wrist and the closing of the wrist, but the timing stood out throughout his innings.
So a reminder of the target, 217 from 120 balls. I mean, you've got to fly along to win it, and you probably do need a good start. When you're having to get more than 10 and over, you don't want to get up to 12, 13, 14 too quickly. A lot to ask. Peshawar Zalmi never chased as many to win a match here, although 240 has been chased here by Multan actually against Peshawar. So, you know, it's doable, and no question about that. Saim, such a gift. Lots of power there. Will Bubba play more of the anchor role to try to see his team through? Will he go hard from the beginning? He and Saim have just such an excellent record opening together.
Finn Allen always is the player to watch out for because he's got power to burn. And he started off with hits over the offside. That's the danger with him. Any width provided and he makes you pay. That was a classy shot. But throughout the innings, he almost was taking it away from Peshawar. 3 consecutive sixes, and then caught out, but the impetus provided at the top of the order, which Quetta Gladiators wanted. Most runs last year, Babar Azam 569 runs. And HBL PSL 2024. And they'll need more of that. Now they've got an opening partner, Simon, who got 345. Last year, 914 between them. And that's why they're so formidable up the order. Now, best batter will be provided with the Hanif Muhammad cap, and the best bowler, Fazal Mahmood cap, Inverx Solar Energy. Leading run scorer and leading wicket taker of the HBL PSL. And this guy has been phenomenal in HBL PSL. Loves batting with Saim Ayub. Saim Ayub will take those risks. Saim Ayub will be the enforcer, while Baba will bat in his own way. Lots of experience. Shoaib Malik will know this ground, will know how to go about and give advice on where to bowl, maybe pace off, maybe just attack outside off, but it is a difficult ground to defend at. Lots of boundaries scored, high percentage in boundaries, and also the fact that you're up against an opening partnership which does extremely well. Run rate 10.42, average 66.87. So up top, they need a start, and they've got the two ideal batters to do so.
The 10 times they put on more than 50 together, much the strongest opening pair in the competition. Never anything but a joy to watch Babar Azam at the wicket, and if he can get away to a good start here, you feel that you could score pretty much any ball. The ball isn't deviating sideways at all. The bounce is very even, and it's coming onto the bat, which it didn't do yesterday in quite the same way. So I guess it's just properly dried out. All set up. There's Mohammad Amir. Look at that. He's been around a long time. Very crafty bowler these days. Not quite as zippy as he was when he first impressed. It goes back a long time when we first saw him. And these days he applies years of learnings. Got a slip in, which makes sense to me. You might as well, if you've got a new ball and you're defending against good players, try to knock one of them over. The two back are where they always are. It's deep backward square leg and backward point. Mid on and mid off up, of course. Only two allowed outside the ring. Slip in place, as I say. Here we go then. Oh. Saeem with a waft.
Yeah, coming back after injury, we all expect him to hit the ground running. He might just take a little bit of time to get into that groove. He was in such great form before the injury, and the expectation is so high from Saim Ayub. Hasn't played any cricket for more than 3 months, but he'll have to fire in the Pepsi power play.
Well, they've got their work cut out against Mohammad Amir, because he's the best in power plays in T20s since, well, the last 4 years, taking stats of a minimum of 150 overs bowled. He's taken 58 wickets with an economy rate of 6.1 and over, and he's bowled more than 50%, 55% of his balls bowled have been dot balls. Ooh. Bit of early banter. Dominic Cork joins us here. He would be enjoying that.
Can't believe it. Bowlers being able to have banter, Mark? Surely not.
It's good, it's good. No, it's right.
Like it though. And you just have to look at Mohammad Amir and what he does. We talked about Shaheen Shah Afridi's wrist. He has a very good wrist, Mohammad Amir, and can swing the ball back.
Well, that's not far from bowling him. That is so close to bowling him. I don't think Babar Azam can can understand how far across his stump he got. And you can't give it a wide. It hasn't been given a wide. It's been given a bye. Oh, wow.
You talked about the perfect seam position exactly there. Didn't really arrive. Cosmundus doesn't believe that that hasn't knocked him over, doesn't knock the stumps over because it's so close. He's been given as a bye.
Ball, he's getting it to go a bit. This is great stuff. And he's telling Saeem exactly what he thinks of him. They've obviously, well, if they haven't got a history, they've made one pretty quick.
Absolutely. And on a pitch like this, you've got to try and change it up. So he bowls this last delivery from wider of the crease to push it back in. Watch how he jumps wide. Watch his wrist position, how he just breaks his wrist just to push it back in. So look how it's now starting to point towards fine leg, and then it comes back. Subtle changes. Instead of having it cocked back and having your seam position pointed towards third, it's all of a sudden now pushed in towards fine leg.
See what else I love with him? The completion of the action. He gets right through his bowling action. Finishes with his right arm high in the air, his body low, and everything propelled towards the target.
And it also shows you don't need to have express pace even on flat wickets. It's about knowing what you do well and the execution and the lengths and the lines, and also remember he's bowling to left-hand right-hand combinations, which isn't easy because you've got to adjust your line.
That's out. That's a super catch. Massive moment. Second ball, Babar Azam caught an extra cover.
The fabulous first over from Amir. He's been able to swing the ball. This one maybe just held it back. It just goes away from Babar. But maybe a little bit of lack of pace too. Threw the shot too early. Just chips it straight to cover. Good catch. The ideal start for Quetta Gladiators, and boy, isn't he pumped? Doesn't he celebrate? Just shows you what he's done. The one that's gone away. Huge wicket. Captain out without scoring. 3 for 1 Peshawar.
A heck of a catch, and it will help. It might sound a small thing, but it will help Riley Rousseau that he's just batted, so his eye is locked in. Come off the crease, change out of his batting gear. Remember the number.
Oh, that reminds me of Nasser Hussain pointing at his number back in, what was it, 2000, when he got 100 in a one-dayer.
So a fabulous start by Mohamed Amir, and a clever last delivery that Corky will talk you through in a minute. A change to his point of delivery, but more of that after we look at 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇, who's joined the Gladiators. Big, tall man, fast medium, really a deck hitter. Very useful in those New Zealand conditions where the ball moves around off the seam. Be very different playing here. But this is class bowling.
Yeah, and this is why when you talked about his numbers and how successful he is, as in Mohamed Amir in the power play. And we'll show you just why he has been so good for a period of time, and the difference between the two bowlers right now. Mohamed Amir has got more of a rhythmical action to 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. Is a little bit robotic. The way he comes in, he's obviously a tall man, and all he's trying to do is, like you say, he's a line bowler. just looking to hit back of a length, a little bit like Jason Holder last night, trying to get that bounce.
It's all right, safe, and it'll probably bounce over the line. Yeah, it skids away. This outfield's hard. Too short.
Yeah, Muhammad Haris, he'll bat this way. He'll make sure that his intent is to hit boundaries from ball one. And he's been looking at boundaries. Sometimes people just think that he goes too hard too soon, but that's the way he'll play. And once you're chasing over 200, you need to go hard. No two ways about it.
Definitely worth looking at the dismissal of Babar Azam again. 8 times he's made ducks in the history of the PSL. 4 of them have been made here.
Yeah, and you just see why Mohamed Amir is so good, because of what he can do. Subtle changes, his degree of swing as well, the use of the crease going wider, and then that just pushed across, but also a little bit less pace. A good catch from Riley Rousseau to back it up, and he knew exactly what he was doing. He signals then to the bowling coach, look, I pushed that one across.
Yeah, he did it. Oh, that's masses. Can you get more than 6?
There you go, Simon Ayub's patent shot. The no look, which has gone all the way into the crowd, and he's off and running. He does this so often, just helps it on its way. The KFC power hit by going low and getting underneath it and scooping it up.
Just shows how fractions make a difference. That is not a bad delivery really, in a way, because he's trying to push it across. It just started to swing across the left-hander, and because he gets low and uses the bounce, as a bowler you've just got to put your hands up and say good shot.
You've got to bowl pretty straight now, because there's 2 back a leg side, no one back offside anywhere. Yeah, that's good line. It's all right. It was a bit of an eye-opener this for Kyle Jamieson, bowl on a pitch offering him so little, and that's why the skills we saw on the show in Mohamed Amir's first over are so impressive. He bowled 3 that would be in-swingers and 3 that were pushed across with a completely different wrist action. And there's that KFC reminder for you about that education scholarship to deserving students for every 6 hit during the HBL PSL. KFC very involved in cricket sponsorship all over the world. Come back for another? No, they don't. Well, not the dramatic start that we saw earlier in the Pepsi power play from the Quetta Gladiators. 17 for 1. Here we go again, more Mohamed Amir. Oh, he got it. Oh, he did. He just got it enough. At first it looked like it was flying pretty flat, and then it sort of held up in the breeze, not that there is one.
This is what Haris will do, try and attack every delivery. Fahim Ashraf almost got to it, almost with those hands stretched. This ball just swinging back now. You know that he'll take pace off as well.
He does, doesn't he? He literally looks to attack every ball.
Yeah, he does. The PCB is giving superfans a chance to win a brand new car. All you have to do is participate in the Jazz Recharge and win activity. Remember, maximum recharge gives you maximum chances to win. Harris likes batting at this venue. His strike rate is up 196. That's why he's so dangerous, especially up top on a good surface. The top three are so important for Peshawar Zalmi. They've got rid of the big gun Babar Azam, Simon Harris. These are the two players that can hurt you.
Crowd's really built now. Just really about an hour ago, it's suddenly began to fill up this ground. And they're getting into it. Oh, beautiful placement. He just eased that one. It's 180 degrees from that other brilliant flip shot that he played. There's no doubt that Saeem has a rare talent. It's different from Saud Shakil, who's very orthodox left-hander. This guy mixes orthodoxy with incredible flair. Look at that, lovely. Mostly Pakistan batsmen do have a terrific style about them. We were talking yesterday about left-handers and highlighting Saeed Anwar from the past. Go on. What are you saying of that?
Proper player, serious player. I played a little bit against him, and up there with some of the best left-handers in that period where I played. Obviously, the likes of Brian Lara would be right at the top, but Saeed Anwar, wow, very fine player, use of wrists and timing, pure player.
It's nicely bowled too. Oh, whoa. Infuriating for the bowler, and Mohamed Amir is the man who wears his heart on his sleeve. 26 for 1.
Had a bat, and still I think he's still stiff from that, so didn't get down to it. 26 for 1 after 3. I think Quetta Gladiators will be happy with the Pepsi power play so far. The required rate just jumps up a little, 11.24. Now the strength for Quetta Gladiators has been, especially last year, with their spinners.
Oh, what a view. That is proper bird's eye. Abrar Ahmed going to bowl now to Mohamed Harris, and he just knows he's going to be attacked. You need to be ready for that as the bowler. Well, is he? Oh, there's no fielder there. The batsman didn't get it either. Oh. To not have anybody in that mid-wicket area to this guy.
They only allowed 2 out in the Pepsi power play, and that's his go-to shot over mid-wicket. Now there's a change in field as that one just doubled away to the fence. Now there's a deep mid-wicket in place, and a little change, a deep square leg, a deep mid-wicket, and mid-on into the circle.
Oh yes, he got it, he got it. Second grab, and he loves it. Excellent.
And the celebration has been smashed at him. He's not known as a great fielder, but on the second attempt, Abrar hangs on. And after being struck away to the boundary, well, he also had a little celebration to go with it. Quite lucky that it ricocheted and he was able to hang on. But it all counts. And there you go. That's the way. Haris, on your bike, son. 13 for Haris, 30 for 2.
It's actually third attempt, not second. Mohamed Haris furious with himself, but you know, if you're flagging how you're going to play, if the bowler knows that you're coming at him every single ball, and you bring mid on up, and you know he's going to come down the pitch. He likes it. He likes that cocky look. Yeah, I won that battle, he says to Saeem. I won that battle. So excellent start from Abrar. Tom Kohler-Cadmore. TKC, Tom Kohler-Cadmore. Another big header.
Nicknamed Pepsi in the Pepsi power play. Good player. Just needs to give himself a bit of time.
That's out. Straight at mid-off. That is as soft as it gets. And there he is. Abrar, the authority.
2 wickets in the over, and suddenly it is Quetta Gladiators with spin in operation. Abrar with the carom ball, doesn't arrive, bottom of the bat, straight to 𝐄𝐍𝐵𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. He accepts. Peshawar now in a spot of bother, and Quetta Gladiators on a roll. Batted well, and this Pepsi power play going their way. As Cadmore goes out without scoring, 30 for 3, Peshawar.
Hussein Talat is a new batsman out in the middle. They've got to just calm down a bit, these guys. Are just handing their wickets away. And that's scoreboard pressure, nothing more. When you've got to score at more than 10 and over to win a cricket match. I mean, really, Tom Kohler-Cadmore, that's just a gimme. Wide called, and remember he's taken these wickets with only 2 fielders. Look at that offside field. They're lined up, saving the single. Oh, it's an absolutely superb first over. Whether it's the match winner, who's to know? 32 for 3. Azam 6 disconsolate. He's with Mushy. Even Mushy's quiet, and Mushy's never quiet. Ooh, Mushy. Head in hands from the master leg spinner. Well, like googly spinner, really. The wrong one, as the Aussies call it. A magnificent competitor, magnificent man. Switch of ends for 𝐑𝐄-𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. So that's really got to be his length, that hard, hit the pitch length, use your height, that's your strength. Don't over pitch it, don't give them room to use the bounce. So get it very straight. Make them have to work you rather than be able to use the pace and bounce.
Yeah, the good thing, the refreshing thing about Quetta Gladiators' bowling attack has been, all the fielding has been, that they've been in Peshawar Zalmi's face, a little bit of spice to the game.
It's 4. The margins are pretty small here. Talata's away with the boundary. We're in the Pepsi power play. It's gone the way of the Quetta Gladiators. And they only floor a couple of misfields.
They have spinners, but they aren't very good in the field. Neither Usman Tariq nor Abrar. Mohammad Amir off the field. But that was a fantastic first over from him. But just on that, Dominic, with franchise cricket, normally because of the mixing of the players so much, there's not a lot of spice in the game normally. Today it's been different, which has been good.
Yeah, a bit like the commentary box. Bit of spice with Basit Ali too.
Absolutely.
You tell him.
Well, I'll calm it down, and that'll be the first time I've done that. BYD leads the world in electric vehicles, and HBL, get it right, shall I? PSL
We give you a simple job.
In talent. Scan the QR code and vote for the player you think should drive home in the BYD seal as the player of the tournament. Maybe you do it next time. Lovely car, though. Nice free car. And this has been why the Quetta seamers, I think, have been successful. Length's important. Slightly wide because of the left arm and the swing and the seam that he got. And you see that 40% was slightly shorter. As soon as you get into that length and then into the slot, it becomes easier.
I think it's pitching outside leg stump, and I think 𝐑𝐄-𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 knows that. I'm interested in this spice. We've much enjoyed seeing Viv Richards before play. He works as a mentor with Quetta Gladiators, looking incredibly slim and fit. He has always looked fit. I'm sure he'll be urging the players to up the levels of aggression. Where is he? There he is. That Roman nose. Oh, what a man. And what a cricketer. That one's a bit closer. Yep, that one is out. Oh, Hassan took time to get his finger up. Does he review it? He does indeed.
TV umpire director, we have a review for LBW. On-field decision is out. It's fair delivery, and I'm front on first, thanks. Front arm coming up now. Right, close to, ball pass is close to the back. Could I have ultra edge, please? Thank you. Ultra edge coming up now. Yeah, thank you. You can freeze it there. Thanks. I've got ball on bat. Clear spike. ball on bat, go back to the on-field. Umpire, thanks. Arslan, you're going to need to overturn your decision about to not out. You're on screen, signal now.
So the decision reversed because of that inside edge onto the pad that wasn't picked by many of us, let alone the umpire's hand. And 5 have gone. It's 37 for 3.
Well, the perfect start for Zalmi, picking up the 3 wickets in the Pepsi power play. Still 1 over left as well of the power play. And when you're chasing over 200 odd, you want to get off to a flying start, don't you?
Yeah, the openers were supposed to feature in a strong partnership. Wasn't the case. Babar Azam left early in the piece, left everything to Saim Ayub. But at the moment, it's Abrar who has come into the way. He loves bowling with the new ball, and he has impacted the game straight away. Couple of wickets, got his team on top.
What I like the most about him is the fact that he varies his speed. First delivery was down, second delivery was 81, and up now in the low 90s, so that variation is there.
What number?
This is a good over as well, just the end. The 6 over, just the 1 run, 3 dots, and swept. Swept all the way as well. What a shot.
Yeah, it was the line and also the angle created by Abrar, which really helped the left-hander. On one knee and hoiked the ball over square leg for a 6. He's got a big job to do, Saim Ayub. If Peshawar Zalmi are to come close to the target.
When you think of the amount of cricket that he's missed because of that ankle injury that he did in South Africa Test Series, he's been waiting. And now he gets a chance to be out there in the middle. 8 runs off that over. 45 for 3. Well, the Pepsi power play. Babar Azam going first delivery. Saim Ayub was the one that played some elegant shots. Always looking to go for the boundary. But at the other end, wickets were tumbling. Some excellent bowling. Soft dismissals certainly didn't help the Zalmi side as well. That one was overruled in the end. A good DRS in the last ball of the last over. Usman. With a very interesting action.
Peculiar. And he bowls them really slow. Doesn't offer any pace to the batters to work with. That's why his economy is decent.
It's all about rhythm, isn't it? From a bowling point of view, he kind of scraps that idea, doesn't he? And then even from a batting point of view, you get through a rhythm of, okay, the ball's coming, the ball, when is the ball coming?
Now, as a batter, you really need to get used to his action to be able to improvise or premeditate.
Yeah, no pace. The width was there. So Ayub thought, here's a chance. A guy who loves hitting sixes. He hit the most sixes last year in the HBL PSL. Bit of a slingy arm that time as well. Well, he's got all of the variations. Well, time for the spectators to show their strength at Sting Tech's Punch Challenge. Come on, surely he can go a bit harder than that. Oh no, he's happy. Floats it up, man, there's another 6.
50 on the board. That was well struck. Made use of that line. Hussain Talat on that occasion. It was back of the hand delivery too. Well picked up by the left-handed batter and got rewarded for it with the maximum.
Sling and nice delicate touch. Oh dear. Not necessarily football, I believe we're playing cricket. Maybe use your hands. 11 runs off that over, 56 for 3. Start for Peshawar Zalmi, not the ideal one. 56 for 3. Still need 161 off 78 deliveries. Abrar 2 for 14 off 2. Standout, really. And from all reports and what my fellow commentators have said, he loves to bowl with the new ball in the power play. Well, here's the youngster, 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. A crowd favourite as well.
They're going with the right option. They can really bowl slow. 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐹 is a wily campaigner. That's in the air. And it disappears for a 6.
Talk about the 6 hitting of Saim Ayub. 3 6s already. Only the 1 4. Well, let's not deal with 4s. This one was tossed up, it was wide, the seam position was lovely, but wonderful extension through the ball. He knew straight away.
Yeah, bowled it really quick, the first one, 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐹.
That's slower. Brings about the full shot as well. Mohammad Amir is back on the field. Managed to keep that just to 1.
Yeah, 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐹 will be better served bowling with this pace. If you dart the ball in, that'll give the opportunity to the batters to work with the pace.
Yeah, and that pace that you're talking about, that second delivery was 76 kilometres an hour. That's a real drop, isn't it? From what you normally see, 90s. We've seen Rashid Khan here. He bowls in the high 90s. Finger spinners tend to be a little bit slower sometimes. Reverse. And that means that the leg side comes in play as well, so that's not called the wide. Excellent decision by the umpire. Goes aerial and all the way. Talat as well now starting to enjoy this pitch. His second 6.
Now these two started to feel confident. They're not shy of using their feet. This is the second time we have seen Hussain Talat jumping down the track and getting a maximum.
Pace off, but excellent footwork. 3 6s in this over. Shoaib Malik goes for 19. It's a big one. 75 for 3.
These two, they have started to trust the pitch and turning up the heat. Turned out to be a very good over for Zalmi's. Managed to score 19. Was that the over they were looking for to gain that momentum in this innings?
Partnership now blossoming. 45 off 27. The current run rate of 9.38 is not that far behind the required. That's just ticked over 12, especially last over 19 runs. It's almost if they can get that 11, 12 runs and over, they give themselves every opportunity. But they've just got to get their timing right against Tariq.
He's changed the angle. He's preferred to bowl over the stumps to the left-handers. And he's looking to bowl outside the off stump. Not a bad idea. Because these two batters, they look for the deliveries which are pitched within the stumps. And from there, they can really flail their bat.
A little bit straighter. And hit powerfully straight back past the bowler. Yeah, it's not a bad option, is it? Because you take it out of the hitting arc, get them to fetch it. So comparison, well, you can see Quetta Gladiators 106 for 1. And Zalmi is still a long way away. And the 3 wickets, which doesn't help. Yep. Parkview City, free hit for fans with a house contest. It's a free hit for fans. Visit Parkview City Facebook page to answer the question. And the winner is on screen. So well done, Salim Malahi.
That name is familiar. Played for Pakistan, Salim Malahi. Used to open the innings. Scored 100 on his debut. In ODI cricket, end of the 9th, it's 78 for 3.
Fahim, Ashraf, 78 wickets. Real opportunity now. Can he dislodge one of these two? He's playing for a new franchise this year. Great opportunity for him to get into the mix straight away, and you want to contribute as soon as you come into a new side. You want to be able to play your role.
Is it homage?
Time to meet our HBL PSL Humari hero powered by Homage Appliances. Zainab?
Yeah, I've got a scientist here with me, Dr. Numan Nasir, who's got an award from Bill Gates Foundation as well and done really well in his field. Dr. Numan, thank you so much for joining us. Firstly, tell us, what do you specialize in?
I specialize in brain-controlled robotics. Generally speaking, what we try to do is we try to control external devices through human brain signals.
And how did you get into this field?
I got into this field when I got my PhD opportunity in South Korea. My professor there, he was working in this field, so I started working in this field.
I mean, you're talking about controlling through the human brain and, you know, advancing in technology. So what is next in terms of technology and innovations that are coming up?
Primarily, brain-computer interfacing or brain-robot interfacing is meant for people who are disabled or paralyzed. What we can do is we can make robotic and prosthetic devices और इंसानी दिमाग से कंट्रोल करते हुए हम लोग उन लोगों को मूव करवा सकते हैं।
ठीक है, तो ये चीज़ जो है इसमें आपने देखा है कि कितनी एवोल्यूशन हो रही है। पाकिस्तान में where does Pakistan stand in this regard comparatively?
Unfortunately, पाकिस्तान जो है वो बहुत आगे नहीं है इस फील्ड में, but still पिछले 10 साल से मैं और मेरा रिसर्च ग्रुप, न्यूरो इमेजिंग रिसर्च ग्रुप, they are working in this field. There are several other groups working in this field too. तो we are trying our best कि इसमें पाकिस्तान भी बहुत अच्छा काम कर सके।
और जिस तरह आप साइंटिस्ट हैं, आप देख रहे हैं कि आगे जो बच्चे हैं, आगे के जो नौजवान हैं, उनका कितना रुझान है इस तरफ?
जनरली मैकेट्रॉनिक्स और ऑटोमेशन की तरफ बहुत ज़्यादा रुझान है लोगों का, बिकॉज एआई की दुनिया है, मशीन लर्निंग की दुनिया, और ये सब चीज़ें कवर अप होती हैं इसमें। जब हम दिमाग से सिग्नल निकालते हैं तो उनको डिकोड करने के लिए एआई ही चाहिए होता है, सो इसलिए उसमें सारे लोग इन्वॉल्व हैं और बहुत सारे लोग इस फील्ड में आ रहे हैं।
ठीक है, आपने ये भी बताया है कि you've been rated as the #2 scientist, I believe, in the world by organizations. तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बताएं।
That's right. पिछले 3 साल से consecutively top 2% scientists of the world में मेरा नाम आ रहा है by the Stanford University, और इसके अलावा 2022 में Boston University ने भी मुझे community award दिया था।
All right. So do you have any particular message that you'd like to give people who want to come in the field of research and science?
बिल्कुल, जो लोग क्यूरियस हैं उनके लिए साइंस ही है, और साइंटिस्ट जो है वो इनोवेशंस करते हैं, हार्ड वर्क के साथ, डिटर्मिनेशन के साथ लगे रहें और इनोवेट करें, प्रोड्यूस करें और अपने मुल्क की खिदमत करें।
Thank you so much for your thoughts, and you're doing wonderful work. All the best.
बहुत शुक्रिया। Thank you.
Well, this over so far, just the 8 runs off it. That's 6, and 1 leg by and a single. Can Fahim get out of the over without leaking too many boundaries? Can he extract a wicket? That would be even better. Miss hit. Yeah, just a conversation. You get a sense now that Quetta is just kind of going, okay, this partnership is a little bit worrisome. 56 off 38. They're not too far behind the required run rate. And Saim Ayub coming back and playing exceptionally well. But pace off, oh dear. He wanted the strike. He's not going to get it. Good over, excellent over, just the 8 runs from it. It's 86 for 3.
Here we go then. Charge is on. He's a kind of a delightful bowler, very different. He pauses and it's a kind of a permanent pause. And then as if he's bowling with a frisbee, he bowls a wider angle. There, that pause, and then undercuts himself. Doesn't spin the ball a great deal, but he's got to feel different, right, Dominic?
I like how you described that frisbee. Crowd selfie moment with 𝐑𝐄-𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 smartphone. I mean, a bit of a problem with these at the moment.
Big hotel.
That's the one. No, but you're right. It is quite a strange action, because there's a lot of pause, and it's like he's trying to wait to see if the batter's going to move and run down. So he holds and holds, and then it's there's no momentum in there because the hold. So it's actually all to do with his shoulder.
To get that kind of accuracy is also quite remarkable, because he sort of lowers the arm and then he still bowls within the stumps and has enough pace, enough strength to bowl at a good, decent pace. There's that flight and smashed into the gap for 4. Hussain Talat is off to a very impressive start here, making use of the good form that he showed during the ODI tournament.
Well, from 30 for 3, they've got themselves into a position now where another couple of decent overs and they'll believe that they can chase these down. Partnership, like I say, 63. Talat 35, Saim Ayub 41. And a few big overs now, and all of a sudden that target of 217 will look a lot easier, I should say.
And gone! Fahim Ashraff was the fielder. He thanks for the effort. But this is such a massive blow. They needed this one desperately, in a way. Hussain Talat, who's batting so well like a dream, is gone.
Yeah, I just don't know whether he had to play this shot. I know it's part of 2020. Does he really need to play that shot? He just played a beautiful sweep the ball before, got it in the gap. Jubilee safe hands. And Fahim Ashraff, absolutely, he's happy. So Hussain Talat gone for 35, and Zalmi 93 for 4. Yeah, again, it's just that how he holds and holds. And that one was a little bit quicker. And he just scoops it up. He's trying to get it up and over that fielder behind square there, and he just doesn't get it up, and there isn't enough pace on it. And delight for Tariq.
Bryant is in with a required weight 13.53. Oh, that's gone up in the air, and a soft dismissal. Well, if you've not faced him before, it can be a bit awkward. A very, very soft dismissal, just hanging the ball back to the bowler. And so a couple of massive strikes now that has got Zalmi once again jammed a little in their effort.
Yeah, and Bryant said that this is just bounced on him. And because he's had to wait and wait, he's just tried to work it into that leg side, leaning edge. Jazz super wicket there, back-to-back wickets then for Usman Tariq. Zalmi in trouble, Bryant gone without scoring, 93 for 5.
Trying to work the ball away towards the leg side top edge, and an easy catch for Usman Tariq. He's having a very good run now. So Peshawar Zalmi from a position of relative strength to an ordinary situation now, and it's a tough one now for them to get back on the saddle. 93 for the loss of 5. Warming up to the task is Mitchell Owen. He's got 2 T20 hundreds with a strike rate of 182 in a career spanning 28 games. Known for his 6 hitting ability, we're told. Jamieson coming on to bowl again. Saim Ayub whacks it through the cover area for 4. Such a majestic shot. Such a talent is Saim Ayub.
Yeah, and he's had to watch a couple of wickets go down the other end. Talked about they're in a position of strength, and then back-to-back wickets. Seen Gladiators take control. It's down to really Saim Ayub and whether he can now marshal his troops, keep them together and get themselves back into that position that at the moment Gladiators favourites to win this game.
Miscued that one. Picks up a single. They need him to go right till the end.
Right then, scan the QR code right now and download Go Loot Low app and enter in the lucky draw and a chance to win a free motorcycle at every match game. Wow, terms and conditions apply. Free motorcycle, free car, free house. What more do you want?
Therefore, scan Karoji. Scan and win. So what have we got? We've got long on, long off. There's a straightish mid-wicket on the leg side. Third and fine, both up in the circle. Balls down the leg side, and a good save by the keeper. Tried the Yorker length off the pad. And the strike is importantly back with Saim.
Closing in on 100, and you see the current rate. And they've got to go some now to get to that total.
Yeah, that's beautifully placed. Beautifully placed. The ball runs away from the fielder at long off. Half century for Saim Ayub, his 8th in HBL PSL, and 2nd versus Quetta Gladiators. What a star. An absolute star, and how well he's progressed in the last 12 minutes. It's just quite incredible the way he batted in South Africa on those pitches. And his form has been electric, to say the least, in all the formats.
Ramiz, what I like about him is he can play the 20-20 shots, the scoop shots, but he also plays proper cricket shots as well. So he's got that in his armoury. Technically, he looks sound. To be successful at the quicker form, you've got to have certain changes. He's got that.
Oh, beautifully held. What a catch. And that will completely, in a way, destroy Zalmi's effort here, because Saim Ayub was batting so well. And then against the run of play, there's this brilliance from Jamieson. Absolute brilliance.
It's just a slow delivery out the back of his hand. And all of a sudden, look how tall he is. Imposing Kiwi coming at you. Big hands. And takes it very comfortably. A brilliant innings, though, from Saim Ayub comes to the end at 50. And the Zalmi 103 for 6.
𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 is walked in, so 2 batters on 0 not out. Strike rate of 104. But what a grab from Jamieson. Really was a top quality cotton bowl. After nice start, maybe not. It's a direct hit. It's a bullseye, and I think they've got the better of 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇. He's not looking too chuffed about it.
TV umpire director, we have a review for a run out. It's at the bowler's end.
Abbott was the fielder.
Of your best side angle, please. Thank you. Yeah, I can clearly see the batter as well, short of the ground, direct hit.
Right, a simple decision for the TV umpire. Gone. Well and truly out. 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 come and gone, first ball, run out, and the Zalmi 103 for 7.
You've got to say it was a stylish run out because it played a lovely drive but straight to that fielder at mid-off. Sean Abbott, 12th man, was in, hit the stumps, and he was gone by a mile, in fact.
I like the celebration as well. Celebration was good.
We'll have a break here. It's a Tapal strategic timeout. It's been tough for Peshawar Zalmi, chasing a score of 217, 103 for 7. 114 runs of 48 balls. Abrar coming on to bowl. Just feel there's been more in for the bowler second time around. The ball has stopped. It has spun more. Puff of dust you see at times, and this really was a cracker of a catch. Had to react very quickly. They stick. It had to stick. That showed no nervousness. Really didn't get rattled by that very strong straight drive. That's 6. Great way to get off the mark in your debut game in HBL PSL. What a smack that was.
Well, you said it when he walked in. He's been now 3-6 hitting. As you said, no way. Get underneath it, get the elevation, hit it out the park.
It's another one. Another massive strike over mid-wicket for another 6. We're going to have a great time of it. 12 of 3 balls.
Well, he's got nothing to lose. He's seen wickets fall. And he just thinks, why not? Give it a go. You never know in this situation. Put yourself, give yourself a chance. Back-to-back 60s. He's going to keep going.
Can he make it 3 in a row?
You're right about the surface. I think we've seen a couple of deliveries that have just taken a little bit of dust and maybe ball just sticking in the surface. We saw early on a little bit of swing and maybe a couple of balls hitting the cracks and moving as well. Has to be out. Unless he's hit it, it has to be out. Absolutely plumb. Don't even bother to review it. You might as well walk off. But he is. Gone for the review.
The umpire director, we have a review for LBW. On-field decision is out. It's fair delivery. Can I have front on first, please? Thank you. Front on coming up. Now roll that backside for me one more time. Doesn't appear as though there's bat involved. It goes into the pad first. Could I just have ultra edge, please, just to confirm? Thank you. Confirm pad first. Gap on the left-hand side there. Thank you. Yeah, into pad first. Ball tracking, please, when ready. So I'm just waiting on ball tracking, building ball tracking at the moment. On-field decision was out. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets hitting. Asan, you'll be staying with your original decision of out. We'll get you on screen, stand by. Signal now, thanks.
Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward decision for Ahsan Raza. And so the left-hander will have to move out. Sufyan Mukim could only get 1. And Peshawar Zalmi 117 for the loss of 8 now. Muhammad Ali is the newcomer on strike and gets beaten and cleaned up by a ball that was flighted. Had no idea what was happening. There's probably no need for enjoying this scalp as well. No dramas whatsoever. He looks perplexed. He looks a bit lost, Muhammad Ali. Abrar ends up with 4 for 20. It's still got an over to go. Comprehensively beaten and bowled.
Yeah, just well bowled. Not his day today with ball or bat. Bra, what a performance, 4 for 28 so far. Gone without scoring. Coming towards the end now, the Zalmi, 117 for 9.
Usman Tariq is on a hat-trick. He'll not get it. And he's not budging also. The striker is still out there on the striker zone. But this almost happened in slow motion. He missed a fuller length, yanked himself. Here's that sweep shot. He does play it so well. Such a strong player.
Yeah, he's just waiting for both off spinners, whether it's Usman Tariq or Abrar, just to get leg side-ish. Just to get leg side, and then once he gets leg side, he then helps it on its way. Like you say, he's a tall man, big hitter.
Yeah, variations of the surface and turned out to be just a little bit more difficult to bat on second time around. That one kept low and didn't spin back. It was a straighter ball bowled, smartly bowled, because he's going to whack it over mid-wicket towards the leg side field. There he goes, misses it completely. Jazz Fan Pulse contest winner M. Mohsin and Mohammad Ahmed. Well done, guys. Congrats.
Yeah, well done to Jazz as well.
Oh, that was in the range, but miscued it.
And when you look at this, first game of a new HBL Pakistan Super League for the Zalmi, and look how much they're going to lose by. You think about run rate early on. A big win this for the Gladiators, but for the Zalmi on the back of yeah, it's only one loss, but it's how you lose, and the defeat and the run rate. Did win the toss.
The only good thing that happened to Zalmi at the start of the game, but nothing really did ever work after that.
Stand by, Rashid, just waiting on ball tracking, mate. Stand by. Ball tracking coming up now. Original decision's not out. Pitching in line, impact in line, and wickets is missing. Rashid, you were staying with your original decision of not out. Stand by. We'll get you on screen. Thanks, mate. You can signal now.
Yeah, completely missing the stumps down the leg side. So after 14, 122 for 9. It's a hat-trick ball and gets smashed for 6.
Just doesn't look to hit it, does he? It's just half a hit, really. He's gone for the cannon ball to just try and go away from Mitchell Owen. Doesn't get all of it. I think he's trying to go a bit squarer. It's enough, though.
Literally using the long handle. So he'll go again, bowls a wide one. A real wide one. Keeping away from his radar, but he's going to try to hit him out of the ground as well. Yeah, he's been pretty decent with his line and length. There's another one. There's another massive strike. It's another 6. We told you that he's a 6-hitter. He's a smasher. He's absolutely smashed a couple of them in this over.
Yeah, strike rate of 272 with 4 6s, and he's turned down a couple of runs as well to keep on strike. This one he gets out the middle. Again gone with the carrom ball. Maybe it's the bottom of the bat. I said the middle. I'm waiting for it to come out the middle of the bat. It'll be out of the stadium.
Catcher is the call. And a decent miscue when he needed one, because had that been hit properly, it would have landed in the hands of the fielder at long on. Now he's going to survive the next 3 balls. Can he do that? Because we want Owen to continue with the 6-hitting action. Oh, hit the back leg, and I think he's a good... Oh, probably got an inside edge. Otherwise, it looked very, very close. The wrong one not picked.
Yeah, I go with you. I think it was close, but... Not sure he's picking him that well.
That could be because it's that time of the day when the lights are on, and so you're losing natural light. Nothing wrong with his technique.
I knew you'd have a reason. Being a former batter, I knew you'd have that reason.
Here we go. 1 ball to survive, and he survives that well, and it's 9 down for 136.
Well, this will be different with Mohamed Amir coming back into the attack. He bowled particularly well with the new ball. 2 overs, 1 for 11, and kept up that high average of docks that he has, better than 50%. Now he's got a bowl of big hitting Mitch Owen. Oh, now straight up. Let the wicket keeper take it, everybody. Let him. It's all over. Mohamed Amir, the man. Quetta Gladiators' biggest victory in terms of runs in all the years of the tournament, and I have to tell you, the news is not so good from Peshawar side of the story, because it's their worst defeat. So A thoroughly professional performance. We've slipped into the commentary seat for one ball. Lisa's alongside me, and you've seen a bit of this guy, but while he walks off, he's a heck of a ball striker. Made 100 near the Big Bash final.
Yeah, certainly an exciting play. Batting out of position. He's used to opening, so I was going to be fascinated to see how he was going to be able to cope. Yes, he still was able to strike the ball beautifully and clear the boundary with ease, but there was so much work for him to do when he came in. You can't blame him for trying to score as many runs as he possibly could to be able to bring that gap closer together. But what a wonderful performance by Quetta Gladiators with bat and now with ball.
Yeah, I don't know why he's batting at number 7. Did he come in or something? I mean, not only did he make 100 in the Big Bash final, he made 100 in another of the Big Bash games, and he's opening the batting in a country where it's not easy to open the batting. Anyway, look at that guy, Mohamed Amir, a master of his art. Not a day for Babar Azam to remember, but one I reckon to forget, because nothing really went right for them today. Flying start by Finn Allen and Saud Shakil, and actually a really impressive performance by Quetta Gladiators, I have to say. I think they look a force to be reckoned with, and of course confidence will be high after that margin of victory. 80 runs in a T20 game. Very good. A few fireworks to brighten up the picture. The magic of modern television.
Yeah, and just take a look at when we get to the table as well, that net run rate. Yes, you expect in these type of tournaments you're going to lose games of cricket because it's literally coming at you thick and fast. But you don't want to lose by a big margin, because you put yourself in such a bad situation. And there's a lot of work that you have to do to get it in the positives again.
Oh, imagine being these young guys. Look whose hand they're shaking.
It's pretty special.
Oh, what? The incomparable Viv Richards, mentor to the Gladiators. And there's Glenn Chappell, former Lancashire captain. And lots of young Pakistan players, and there won't be anybody out on that field who doesn't know of the Master Blaster.
Not only will he be getting plenty of photos from his teammates and opposition, maybe a few in the commentary box too, myself included.
Yeah. Played against him a lot. We once knocked him over first ball, off stump, out of the ground, no ball. He got 100 quickly. Peshawar Zalmi then hammered today, 136 all out. Saeem showed all the talent we know that he's got, with 50 from 38. Really like the look of Hashan Talat. He gave it some proper welly. And then Mitch Owen, as we've just mentioned, really should be batting up the order. 31 off 13 balls, a rare talent. But no match for the 216 put on the board in the first innings. I wouldn't be so quick to bowl first, personally, but that's what seems to be the trend. Mohamed Amir, 2 overs and 1 ball, 2 for 11. Brilliant. 4 for 42 for Abrar. I like his sort of general attitude. Bit cocky, plenty of skill on offer, no problem. Tariq 2 for 26. Pretty good all-round performance. Full marks to Quetta today. They're right on it. Let's head downstairs for a flash, as we call it.
Yeah, Babar Azam here is with me, the losing captain. Babar, शुरुआत हुई HBL PSL की 216 runs concede के. क्या लगता है कि पिच उस तरह से सपोर्ट नहीं की बॉलर्स को, या फिर बॉलर्स के जो प्लान थे वो उन्होंने एग्जीक्यूट नहीं की सही?
आई थिंक हमारा प्लान एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हुआ. फर्स्ट 6 ओवर देखें, वहीं से गेम चेंज हुआ. जिसने साउद और दूसरा पार्टनर खेले हैं, तो उसने डिफरेंट गेम बॉल कर दी, और जो फर्स्ट 6 ओवर थे उन्होंने यूटिलाइज़ किए. लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से हमारे फर्स्ट 6 ओवर यूटिलाइज़ नहीं हुआ, लेकिन उसके बाद हमने कवर अप किया, लेकिन फिर फिनिश हमने अच्छा नहीं किया.
अच्छा, बैटिंग में भी जब रिस्पॉन्ड करने आए तो शायद उस तरह की पार्टनरशिप्स जो चाहिए थे वो नज़र नहीं आई. क्या लगता है, आपने खुद भी वहाँ पे बैटिंग की थी, थोड़े से आप भी जब आपका रिएक्शन जब आप आउट हुए तो बता रहा था कि आप डिसीव हुए थे शायद?
आई थिंक पिच का बिहेवियर थोड़ा सा चेंज हुआ, जो हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे, जिस तरह पहले इनिंग्स में थे वैसा नहीं था, थोड़ा सा बॉल लो रहना शुरू हो गया था, तो उसी वजह से ऑफ द पिच जो है वो बॉल जो है वो स्लो है। एक्सक्यूज़ नहीं है, क्योंकि आई नो कि एक क्रिकेट में आप अगर ये बात करते हैं तो वो फिर लोग समझते हैं, एक्सक्यूज़ नहीं है। बिल्कुल हमने वो पार्टनरशिप जो है वो मिस की है, बैक टू बैक विकटें गिरी हैं, जिसकी वजह से हमने जो एक टोटल चेस नहीं करा, जो स्मॉल पार्टनरशिप लगी हुसैन तलती और सैम अयूब की, लेकिन वो बड़ी पार्टनरशिप नहीं लगी जिससे कि आप मैच जीते।
On a positive note, Saim Ayub is back and he's back amongst the runs as well. जैसे ही वो आए उन्होंने स्कोर करना शुरू हो गया। आपकी उनके साथ बड़ी अच्छी पार्टनरशिप रही है HBL PSL की हिस्ट्री की, तो एटलीस्ट ये एक पॉजिटिव साइन है गोइंग फॉरवर्ड।
बिल्कुल, जिस तरह सैम ने खेला, आई नो इतनी देर बाद जब आते हैं तो थोड़ा सा आप पे प्रेशर होता है कि आपने इतनी देर क्रिकेट नहीं खेली। आई थिंक जिस तरह उसने जो इनिंग खेली है वो मेरे खेली उसके लिए और पेशावर ज़ल्मी के लिए फ़ायदेमंद होगी आने वाले मैचेस में।
ठीक है। लास्टली अभी मैं देख रही थी कि इंजी भाई भी आपके साथ थे, यू वर वर्किंग विद हिम, तो उनका कितना इन्फ्लुएंस है, किस किस्म की फीडबैक देते हैं, गाइडेंस देते हैं? आई मीन व्हाट काइंड ऑफ अ मेंटोर इज ही इन द ड्रेसिंग रूम?
देखें, आपके पास जब ऐसे मेंटोर होते हैं तो आपको पूरा उनसे सीखने को मिलता है, और मेरे ख्याल से इंजी भाई हो गए, मुशी भाई हो गए, और जितने भी स्पोर्ट्स स्टाफ हैं वो आपको अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करते हैं, और जो भी जो है वो उन्होंने लाइफ में किया हुआ, तो हम कोशिश करते हैं उनसे जितना सीखें। जितने भी यंगस्टर हैं हम कोशिश करते हैं कि उनसे सीखें, और अभी बैठ के हम बात करेंगे कि कहाँ पे हमारी गलती है।
Challenge, thank you so much for your time and all the best for the next one. Well, Babar Azam there, just mentioning the fact that they conceded too many runs, the bowlers conceded too many runs, couldn't really execute their plans as they would have liked. Also in the batting, couldn't have as many partnerships. Did talk about the conditions that the ball was perhaps staying a tad bit low, but wasn't taking that for an excuse at all. Also spoke about the fact that Inzamam plays a really good role, a positive role in their side, and in kind of a influence he has on Peshawar Zalmi, but definitely looked positive for looking ahead into the other games of the HBL PSL.
Well, thanks, Anand. That was very good summary of today, really, as far as Babar and his side are concerned. It's difficult, though. You take a bad beating, and I don't care what anybody says, it knocks you a bit. Well, you've got to get back on the horse, as they say. You've got to go and win the next game, but you can't dwell on it. Yeah, what a good performance. I mean, there's not much else to say. Quetta really looked the business, batted well, and then they came in. Mohamed Amir gave them such a start with the ball. A clever first over that included the wicket of Babar Azam. I mean, that's gold dust, isn't it? Some rather clever shots from Saim, I have to say. He's a real talent. And they were both the unorthodox and the orthodox. Then a very good return catch from Abra, who loved it. That's the cocky side of him that I like. Then a surrender from Tom Cadmore. Maybe the second or third ball that he faced. It wasn't getting any easier for, well, the run rate was roaring up, so it wasn't getting any easier for the Peshawar batsmen. And well as one or two of them played, Talat is certainly one. Lovely footwork and a full flow of the bat. Big, powerful man anyway. And Saim was with him. That was the time there was still hope. But hope soon disappears.
Yeah, and just probably soft dismissals. There's Max Bryant sitting and watching and probably not used to that kind of action. And like you mentioned, the run rate was going up. Excellent catch there by Carl Davison. Such a tall, quick to be able to take a sharp catch like that. Sean Abbott, the substitute fielder, came in and had an immediate impact, running out to Alzari Joseph. And then Mitch Owen came in and went bang. That's what he's known for, six hitting.
It was an LBW that was so obviously out, they barely bothered to appeal. And then it was all but done as the tail collapsed, and finally Mitch Owen, with one attempt at going big too often, and a safe catch. So 136 all out in reply to 216 for three, just 3 wickets lost in that 216. And Saad Shakil, Finn Allen, and then actually a very spirited and entertaining fourth wicket partnership between Riley Rousseau and Kusal Mendes took the score up to 216 for 3. Then the bowlers got to work and the margin of victory finished at 80. So we got the Karachi Kings and the Multan Sultans going at each other in a while. So join us for that. Let's hope for a tight game from Karachi. And right here in Rawalpindi, we're going to take a short break. Well, the loss of 7 for 43 in what seemed like no time cost Peshawar Zalmi today, and the Quetta Gladiators got over the line comfortably. A margin of 80 runs, a fair point from Lisa Stalica just a moment ago, saying you just want to be careful of big defeats. They can have a dramatic effect on run rate if it gets tight for qualification later in the tournament. Let's head down now for the presentation.
Got to say, Quetta Gladiators played a perfect hand and outsmarted Peshawar Zalmi in this contest. They win by a wide margin of 80 runs. In the presentation party, we've got Mr. Salman Masood, representing PCB's Director Commercial Pakistan Cricket Board, Mr. Mustafa Gilani, Chief Digital and Financial Inclusion Officer, HBL Microfinance Bank, HBL, Mr. Amir Aftab, Chief Product Officer, 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋, Mr. Imran Saeed, Authorized Dealer, Inverex Solar Energy, Mr. Siddiq Akbar on behalf of Homage, Mr. Bashir Khan on behalf of 𝐿𝐿, Mr. Professor Dr. Numan Nasir, Scientist, and Hamare Heroes for this contest. May I invite Mr. Bashir Khan to present the 𝐿𝐿 Scan Karoji Motorbike Award.
Thank you.
So, motorbike has been won. I hope you have the license also. Professor Dr. Numan Nasir, let's talk about him. because he was part of our Hamare Heroes campaign. He has been credited to be one of the most productive scientists in Pakistan, and his name has been listed among the top 2% of scientists globally for the past 4 consecutive years. Dr. Nasir has secured numerous international grants and awards, including the prestigious Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Award. A major portion of his research focuses on rehabilitation of people facing physical disabilities in Pakistan. Please come forward to receive the award. Mr. Sadiq Akbar will present the Hamare Heroes Cash Award of PKR 2,40,000. Hamare Heroes, powered by Homage Appliances. Mr. Salman Masood to please come forward and present the PCB Man of the Match trophy to Mohammad Amir. Bowled a splendid first over. May I invite Imran Saeed, Mr. Imran Saeed, to please present the Inverex Solar Energy Energetic Batter of the Match. 200,000 goes to Finn Allen. Mr. Amir Aftab to present the Jazz Superpower of the Day Cash Award of rupees 300,000 to Kusal Mendes. Fantastic all-round performance from Kusal. Thank you. HBL is celebrating a decade of HBL PSL with Zabardast Khel. Joining us today to present the Player of the Match Award is Mr. Mustafa Gilani, Chief Digital and Financial Inclusion Officer from HBL. Mr. Mustafa will present the HBL PSL Player of the Match Trophy and Cash Award of PKR 500,000 to Abrar Ahmed. 4 wickets for him. आइए अबरार साहब आपसे कुछ गुफ्तगू करें। एक तो पहले आपको बहुत मुबारक हो क्योंकि बगैर चश्मे के ज़बरदस्त कॉटन बोल्ड था वो।
थैंक यू सो मच। बहुत सारे कॉटन कैच पकड़ लिए।
सही बात है। क्या चीज़ सबसे ज़्यादा आपको अच्छी लगी